Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I'm your whimsical DM, Victoria, and it's a game, and we're here to play it. But before we play it, we gotta do some announcements and a recap. So, Kristy, if you could be so kind as to roll that clip.
Good evening, and welcome to the show. Now, here's a word from our sponsors. Little Dragon Core is a Canadian-based dice company that supplies all kinds of cool tabletop gear. I mean, look at all these pretty dicey boys. Head on over to littledragoncorp.com and enter the coupon code BONUS for 15% off your order. That's BONUS. Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com. Also, big thanks to Syrinscape for the amazing atmospheric sounds and music. You can add these sounds and more to your game when you download the Syrinscape desktop or mobile app. The app is free and comes with 20 sound sets that are included to get you started. You don't even need to register. Go to Syrinscape.com to find out more. Thanks as well to Adrian Von Ziegler for providing some additional music that we use here on Thursday nights. He's a talented composer with great content usage rights, so go check out his YouTube and Patreon and support him if you can. Please check out our other games. We stream almost every day here at Probo. We have games for several of the major published 5e modules, as well as homebrew games, and some of our games feature systems other than 5e, like Star Wars, Power Rangers, and Alien. Come watch all of our VODs over on our YouTube. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month. Thanks again to all of our sponsors for supporting Proficiency Bonus. And now, back to the show.
Oh no. Well okay. Thanks, Kristy, for doing that. Not as much thanks to Graf for yelling that.
You're welcome.
Ink. Help. Help.
You're welcome. No one ever appreciates my contributions.
Balls.
Oh God. No.
Hi. No. So last time I had to. Last time on Wild Beyond the Witchlight, the party did a little bit of cleaning up, to be honest. Just going around handing in some finished quests and whatnot. They first set out to go back to Jingle Jangles, which was always a treat. Providing to her her truffles and also her most favorite of keys. Thankfully, well, actually not even thankfully, just serendipitously, really, Sir Talavar had already been freed, so there was nothing that the party necessarily needed to ask of Jingle Jangle in return, but we were happy to do it, and we did tell her about how everyone has been starting to gather at the end of the road, so if she ever wanted to see us again, that would probably be the best place to go, as hopefully we will be able to reach the inn wherever we are. There was also a possible thought of the inn at the end of the road on Telemany Hill. That was a thought that we thought was quite cute. Mm-hmm. The party also moved all the way back to the very beginning of their journey with Elmer's Tower to inform him that Bavlorna had been taken care of. He was still aware that the party had technically let themselves into his home and assaulted him, but it was all on good conscience. Unfortunately, Stump, for some reason, was not around to share the good news, but we're sure that he'll be informed about it somehow. And I believe with that, there wasn't really much else to do besides go back to the Watcher and see if we could get any more information before we moved on. So everyone went back to the Watcher. Clover was able to spend some time with the picture of her mother. Ego asked if the Watcher knew anything about where to find Baba Yaga, but the Watcher was not able to see beyond the fog and urged the party once again to complete what they had promised, to free this land from the coven so that Mommy Zybilna could come back. So Ego decided to make one last deal with the Watcher to get the picture of Clover's mother back after seeing how much Clover cared for her mother and remembering how kind her mother was to Ego as a child. Ego briefly wondered whether this is what a mother was supposed to be and made the difficult decision to trade their familiar Karma for the photo, thinking that the Watcher would much instead care for the company of a living creature. However, Ego did make a promise to Karma, another bound promise, I should say. I believe they shook a little finger on it, that Ego, when the time comes, would return and get Karma back, and did pledge that in exchange for Karma agreeing to stay. Ego took the picture of Clover's mother and deftly snuck it into her bag to discover at a later time, and then all that was left was to get the directions from Clapperclaw to make their way out of, I believe, Hither?
Mm-hmm.
Are we in Hither?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to Thither?
Mm-hmm.
So we are leaving Hither and going to Thither, to the dark, dark woods in pursuit of our next hag, Miss Nightshade.
Break her head open on rocks.
In the travel in the dark, the party is separated from each other as they encounter visions of their younger selves, and all, one by one, come to some sort of agreement with their self and have them lead them through the darkness. All but one that we need to get to immediately, so being Aurum. That's what you missed! Wow! Whoa!
Wow. Thank you for that. Let me change that. Yeah, so Kristy and Ink, you may take D6 Bardic Inspirations for your contributions to the stream. Yay!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
That's a die with 6 sides on it!
Really?
No.
Yeah.
It's not actually.
Okay.
1 second. I'm writing something down
Ocarina.
that I'm gonna have to send a message to somebody in here soon, so I'm just prepping it.
Is that Pepper?
I'm
Yep.
gonna die.
Yeah,
If I see my little personal channel light up, I'm gonna die.
I don't know why she's shaking.
I hope it's my personal channel.
Every time something personal happens to you, Dawn complains.
Yeah, that's the point of the character. The complainer.
Yep.
He wants to do paperwork, not frolic through memories.
Hang on.
Uh-oh. Pepper.
Bro whining for real, for real.
Pepper.
Yepper.
Pepper, no. Well,
Yep.
I will
Yep.
give Kristy some time to comfort Pepper, and in the meantime, Jamie, it's your time.
Hi.
Hello. So, the party all traveled from the Watcher's pool. The Watcher is a moose snake, a giant water snake with a moose head and antlers. And they travel from there up into like the mountains where like these thick mists kind of like come from, and it's a little bit different from like the general like foggy mists of the swamp. These are like a thick like wall of mist that you all like walked into. Oh, that is the Tuesday. That's not the right roll 20. That's
I need to be in that.
yeah.
roll.
And basically what Clapperclaw had told all of you as you were like getting going was that you needed to skip. You could not stop like skipping, like you couldn't walk. You had to make sure that any like forward movement that you made was done as skipping. And sorry. You were also told that Clapperclaw like basically said when he was like questioned a little bit that he saw like everybody kind of was asking him like, you know, like what are we gonna see, like what's gonna happen, and he was like I talked to me, or like you're gonna probably talk to me, but if you get scared you can just like go back and like run away like from me, and then that'll take you back to the swamps. And so then everybody like linked arms and was kind of like skipping into the mists. And at a certain point, everybody like skipped one step, and all of a sudden, like everybody was alone. And there was like this very brief like pulling sensation. Perhaps not dissimilar to when all of you, including you, Aurum, although in a different situation, traveled to the Feywild. And everybody found themselves fully alone. So Aurum, the group of friends that you had there with you, like Little Cat, everything is gone. I feel like you probably still had the rope like tied to you somewhere. Your like little cat leash. That's just like slack on the
no.
on the ground. And you can see barely anything in front of you at all. Tell me, what was Aurum like as a child? If you had to summarize child Aurum's like personality or like standout features, what would they be?
I think honestly he's very similar to how he is now. I mean, he very hard-headed and competitive, and probably didn't listen to his parents too much. Like I get like heavy Nemo vibes, you know, don't touch the boat, and then I'm gonna go touch the boat, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you're alone in the mists, and you kind of like look around, and you can see that there is like the silhouette of a figure ahead of you in the mists. It looks kind of small, but you can't like really see any features about them, just that there is a humanoid shape up ahead.
I'm gonna take out my compass. And continue skipping forward.
Right, because if you hold your compass, you have a sense of direction.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you skip forward. Are you avoiding this figure or going towards it?
I think I just have to keep going forward. So if it's forward, then I'm going towards it.
Okay. Yeah, as you approach this figure, the mists part ever so slightly, and you can see yourself looking upon the visage of a small, very like lanky, gangly Leonin child. I feel like he has like little cowlicks like all over, and his mane hasn't fully grown in yet. And he's like wearing just like baggy like little pants, doesn't have a shirt on, and it's just like probably like looking at the ground, like maybe like picking up some rocks and like looking around, and just like looks up at you, and you're looking into the face of your younger self. And he looks up at you and says, "Hey, how you doing?"
I'm doing all right, I guess. Hey, if you don't mind, I gotta keep skipping. So,
I mean, yeah, but where are you going?
forward,
Why?
because that's what I was told to do.
You just do whatever somebody tells you to do?
I mean, no, but here I have to.
So why? You don't have to do anything.
Because if I don't, bad things happen.
But you're a grown-up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
You want to go do something fun? If you're not scared to, try something different.
I mean, I'm not scared of anything.
I don't know about that.
All right, what are we doing then? Where are we going?
He holds out his little paw, and he has like the little like pinky brown toe beans.
Grab his hand.
Yeah,
Grab my own hand.
and he starts skipping with you into the mists.
Okay.
He's like, I'm gonna show you something really interesting.
All right. I guess. Here we go.
Yeah, so all of you are individually skipping with younger versions of yourselves. And as you go, this like feeling of nostalgia of like, I think last time the way I described it is like remembering when you were a little kid and you fell asleep in the car and like you kind of woke up a little bit, but you pretended to stay asleep so your parents would like carry you in. And just like remembering a time when like you were very innocent and you like didn't know things about the world that you do now, and it was just like the excitement of like waiting for Christmas or your summer vacation. Those just that feeling of nostalgia for a simpler time of innocence like is very, very strong.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, Dawn, you feel it too, and I think Dawn, it's like a very acute sensation for you because you like know specifically like that is something very far removed from you. So it's like it's there, but like it's also apart from you as you're there, like skipping with your younger self. I need all of you to roll me charisma saving throws.
Oh boy.
Charisma.
Is this a charm or fear effect?
Oh!
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't quite call it that. It is a magical effect.
Okay, I'm at 21.
I have advantage on those.
You
but
do.
It doesn't get much better than a natural 20 for 25.
Nice.
15.
Nice.
Oh, 18.
Okay, yeah, you all pass. You feel this moment where there's this like pull that's telling you like that's the past, like I don't need to worry about that, like the music just got crazy. Like this isn't me anymore. And you feel this pull of like there's so much that I have going on right now that I have to deal with right now. That's like it can't wait. It doesn't matter what's going to happen down the line, and it doesn't matter what happened before. But all of you are able to kind of like shake that feeling off because Clapperclaw told you that you just needed to like follow the feeling, and stick with whatever like visions you saw. And so each of you is able to successfully like lean into this feeling of nostalgia and going back to a simpler time. And one by one, each of you begins to see the mists clear. And instead of just kind of like smelling like that kind of like dank moisture of like a dense fog, you begin to smell like rotten wood and like moist earth, leaves, like little forest creatures. You begin to hear like little birds singing. And as you press on forward, I gotta move you all. Can I move you all directly to this? Oh, wrong map. That's where you were.
I have my character sheet. I didn't even see.
Let me make sure this is yeah. Okay. There we go. You find yourselves exiting the mists.
Nuh-uh.
The mists part to reveal a primeval forest. A fragrant breeze wafts between the enormous trees, sending motes of pollen dancing into the air. Patches of sunlight kiss the forest floor, and the sweet melody of birdsong echoes all around. And as you all come back to your senses, you look to your left and to your right, and you see the group of friends about you, but your younger selves have vanished. Clapperclaw's there too.
It would seem that we have arrived unfettered and undaunted.
Yeah. Everyone all good?
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool, so I guess it wasn't lying.
But you are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it felt
that's
good. It was a nice feeling.
It was a feeling. He crosses his arms.
The younger version of myself was a bit foolish to not immediately recognize me, but I will forgive him his stupidity.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad all of you made it through the mist. Hi. I'm
Hi.
here too. This is Thither. This is the forest. This is where, I came from after I was in the scary dark place with Pain. But yeah, this is where Granny Nightshade lives. And there's mushrooms, and there's a lot of trees. There's some kids running around. There's some kids that are locked up in Loomlurch working for her. There's all kinds of stuff.
Are you gonna stay here?
What do you mean?
Like, because you don't want to get close to Granny Nightshade. Are you gonna go back, or are you gonna stay here, or do you have an idea of where's safe for you?
I didn't really think about that past the fact that I just didn't want to go back to Loomlurch.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'll just be really, really good, and I'll just follow you all. And then, you know, whenever you decide that you want to go to Loomlurch, like, maybe I can just go hide somewhere.
Okay.
I could just go, you know, do something like that, because there's a lot of places that you can hide, and there's a lot of, like, little trees that have holes in them, but a lot of them have, like, little pixies or squirrels living in them, so you have to make sure that you knock or ask permission before you climb into a little tree hole, because it's not really nice to just, like, walk into somebody's home.
Yeah.
And then they'll turn you into something that you don't want to be turned into, or, like, they'll bite you and throw their, like, little acorns at you, so...
That's fair.
You want to walk around? I can show you around.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go, and he starts, like, pointing his claw all around. I'm gonna go that way. And he just starts, like, marching off into the forests.
He's the only one that's been here
Okay.
before.
That's how we're navigating then.
For now, until we know, like, let's find a bit, like, a point of reference and then go from there. Because we're just in the forest right now, right? Like, are there landmarks? Does Clapperclaw know
There are
landmarks?
hundreds of trees. The trees are big. They are old. They take up so much space that you can see ahead of you, but, like, it's very hard to get your bearings of a certain landmark. You'd have to be higher up to see.
Okay. Can I ask everybody to wait a minute while I go fly up and see what I can see? To, like, get us situated? Like, where are we?
Clapperclaw.
Yeah.
Stop.
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Why am I stopping?
I'm gonna fly up real quick. But I don't want to
Okay.
lose you, so don't move.
How
Hey,
high
just
up are
yell.
you?
Just
I
yell
go
if
up
you go if
above
anything
the
happens.
I want to, like,
Don't.
stay close to the tree branches, so, like, as far as the top is, like, tree that I'm nearest to,
Mm-hmm.
to see if I can,
Go
like,
too high.
how are we gonna see where the fuck we are if we don't go above the tree?
I don't know. I'm
Clover
a
goes
bit
up.
worried about going above the... Okay.
Clover goes up. She's not thinking.
Because if something nabs you up there, we can't get up there.
I'll be fine. No one
You
wants
can't
me.
get up there. I'll just jump.
Where are...
I could climb up there. I could get up there
Whoa.
pretty easy.
Never mind then.
Whoa. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Where are
that
we?
didn't work.
Damn, that's a forest.
That is a forest. Like unending, like rainforest.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well there's a river. We could find the river. Ooh, there's a cave.
Oh
we gotta
boy.
be. We gotta be careful. We gotta be careful if we go by the river because
Why?
that's animals like to gather by water sources.
Well, that's
Could be dangerous.
Let's see. You would see this. There's no. You know what? There's no fog here, so you have really good visibility in this. Like, it's kind of like mid to late afternoon, like that golden hour kind of light.
Mm-hmm.
And you see pretty much everything. If you like get up like and keep going,
Mm-hmm.
you'll get visibility on a whole bunch.
Okay. Yeah, I do so. Where are we located on the map? So like I know like where the closest thing is.
Yeah, you guys are like here.
Okay. Okay. So we could either go south to like a little cave, keep going straight to get to this little city or river, go north to the lake, on.
So
Water.
one thing that you will recall is that typically, like, when you guys were in the swamps, you couldn't just, like, walk in a direction.
Right.
Yeah.
We had to like do it with
We
intention.
have to set our intent upon a place
Okay.
and walk.
Okay. That's true. Does this look like a city?
It's just like a clearing. You
Oh,
can
okay.
just see, like, the occasional clearing in the forest, but, like, unless you go very high up and, like, go in that direction, like, you can't
Right.
quite see what's there. Like, you can see, like, all of these rock formations. You can see that there's a lake, and far in the distance, there appears to be some kind of a beach. And you can definitely see this massive fallen log structure here.
Yeah.
And you also notice that, like, as things get closer to that massive log, the trees change from this, like, rich, summery green to, like, a little bit, like, orange and brown. And, like, the trees look a little bit smaller. The leaves look, like, more thin and, like, stunted.
Is this a light? Like a lighthouse?
You don't know.
Okay. I'll go down and try and like
I should
draw
get
it
your
out
tokens.
on the ground or like on a piece of paper to show them what I saw roughly. I have a notebook. I can put it in my notebook.
Let's see, you guys were... I can pull your tokens. Here, probably. And stilts.
I love the idea of a watering hole, but at the same time, that's super dangerous. Especially not knowing what's around here.
I mean, we do need water.
Wait, why
And
do you need
the-
water?
To drink.
Why?
Because we will die
Oh,
otherwise. Ego was like, do I want to try and... No, I don't want to try and explain just because we'll die.
okay.
Yeah. And eat.
You know, there's, I don't really like mushrooms. I think they're kind of gross, but maybe you guys like to eat mushrooms. And sometimes if you just, like, walk around, sometimes I find, like, a cupcake, or you might find somebody's having a tea party, and if you're very nice, they'll let you join your tea party. The one time I went to a tea party, I tried to drink the tea and it just kind of spilled all over me because I don't have a mouth.
The one time I went to a tea party, everyone pointed and cried at me and forced me to leave.
Yeah, that was really
Same.
mean.
Whoa.
Huh. I have more in common with Dawn than I knew.
Do we have a preference on where we'd like? So we want
I've never
head.
been to a tea party.
Aw, we can have a tea party.
I've never been. I don't think I've ever been to a tea party either.
We'll just have our own.
Well, on the topic of the mushrooms, though, I will go, because you said there were already some around. Can I identify if they're safe to eat at all? I know they're Feywild mushrooms, so who knows, but...
Yeah, so you can, as you guys are walking, like if you want to be like foraging, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that the inn at the end of the road can find its way to us in thither, but we did not actually get confirmation from Sue that it can do that, so best to make sure that we have means of surviving.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then if you guys want to spend, you can spend time like foraging if you want before you get moving.
Okay.
Because it's a big forest, it's very dense.
Yeah.
Do
I
have the ability to use my Wanderer feature now that I have the compass?
Read that to me. What is it?
You have excellent memory for maps and geography, and you can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 people each day, provided that the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, so you can use that as long as you're holding the compass. I still need you to roll something, but that's just because it's going to determine, there's things to determine, but you will be successful regardless because you have that feat.
You love a ranger.
Yeah, you love having a ranger. It was the swamp was easy mode because there was a hotel, but who knows what's here.
Yeah, we were glamping.
You were glamping. Now it's getting real.
Glampers. Hate them.
Yeah, so for Aurum, if Aurum wants to spend, you have to specifically dedicate time to foraging. Especially because this is like new terrain. This is you've been in forests, but this is still a new forest to you. And I think like your friends help you with their knowledge of like, some of them have knowledge of like weird magic. So if you could roll me a wisdom survival check, por favor.
Okay, that 11.
Would you allow me to give advantage if I have proficiency in survival, or is this just
you can
his
help.
thing?
Yeah, you can
I'll
help.
I do a lot of different things. I do a lot of gardening.
Natural 20. Thank you, little cat. That's a 25.
Okay, I need you to roll me a d8.
D8. 4.
And you know what? Since it was a nat 20, roll me another one.
6.
Okay. So the two of you working together are successful. You are able to find like a small little spring in the forest that is potable water. So you can fill up your water skins. And then when you move on to like foraging for food, you do find like some little berries and like little mushrooms. Like there's chicken of the forest and like little cranberry blueberries that you would find. But Aurum, as you're walking like through the wood, you kind of like veer off a little bit, and you see this like this big mushroom, and it has this like kind of like white and gray coloration to it, and it's kind of like got like a little wrinkled cap, and it looks edible. With your like knowledge of just like general like mushroom like parts that you're like, this is probably poisonous, this isn't. It's giving you like safe to eat.
It's giving
safe to eat.
It's giving safe to eat.
How big are we talking? A big mushroom?
Let's see. Let me hold on.
And I'll ask you guys too. Hey, anybody know any magic stuff about this? This mushroom looks safe to eat compared to what I know.
Let me how do I take a little How do I take a little screenshot? Take a screenshot.
The thing is, I think it might actually be the paladin that has detect poison and disease, not the wizard.
Yeah.
So
I'll put it in maps, handouts, pics. This is what it looks like. It's kind of got this like warty texture and like little thin filaments hanging off of it. And it's like white and gray.
It looks delicious, honestly. It looks like a really tasty mushroom.
Also, as you are like going to get your friends and bring them to the mushroom, you look like slightly over to the side from where the mushroom was, and you see this like beautiful flower. It's kind of like a lily, like it opens up in that like trumpeting shape, and it has the colors that like you could only describe as like sunrise in the dry season, in the plains that you came from when the sky is just so big and the colors are like every shade of red and purple and gold and orange, and it's just this like sunrise flower that looks pretty tasty. It has like this faint glow to it.
God. I want that flower now. I want the flower more than I want the mushroom, but both look like they're edible. Any thoughts before I pick both of these?
Ask
I don't
them if
have
they're
any
alive.
Are you guys alive?
Mm-hmm.
The mushroom
The
and
mushroom.
the flower respectively continue being mushroom and flowers.
I
Like,
think they're just regular mushrooms and flowers.
Well, I guess ask if you can eat them regardless.
Can I eat you? Or can we eat you? Both.
you speak this, and the forest isn't quiet, but there's no like change. You just continue to hear like bird song and like little critters like chittering around.
That wasn't a no.
Yeah, wasn't a no.
take it.
Alright, I'm picking both.
Okay, yeah. So the mushroom is probably like this big. Like it's like a
Holy shit.
it's a hefty mushroom.
Wow.
This flower, when you pluck it,
Forest girls
the-
make do.
huh?
I said forest girls make do.
The forest, no. So when you like pluck it, there God, what is that part of a flower called? There's like I think it's like lily flowers have like the really big like there's like the stamen with the anthers. They're like those big things that the pollen is on inside they were like this bright yellow and faintly glowing. And when you pick that flower, it begins to glow and sheds light almost like as if it was like a lantern.
Nice. It's a cool
It's like
flower.
it's like basically like forming like a cone of light that you could like point at stuff like a little flashlight.
Ooh.
That's pretty useful. I don't know if we should eat that.
That is useful. The mushroom
it
for
smells-
eating then.
It smells tasty.
I'm eating it. I'm eating the flower.
You know what? Whatever.
You guys can have the mushroom.
You're just gonna have the entire flower to yourself.
You want to split it?
It does have 5 petals.
Let's all
Yeah.
eat a petal.
Yeah. I guess. I don't even know why I care about this. But I care.
Hand out all the petals.
Yeah, so Clapperclaw doesn't eat, so you can leave 1 petal on, and the flower continues to shine like a lantern. Who's eating a petal?
Yeah, just go into a deep dark forest in the Feywild, immediately eat a flower.
I already ate a fruit. What's the worst that could happen?
Clover, are you eating a petal?
Not yet. I feel like because she is in survival mode, being used to like living on her own in a tent, she's like, I don't know how long this food will last. Like, she's being frugal.
Mm-hmm.
I
Not
put
yet.
it on my tongue like those mint strips.
Yeah,
Little cat.
and it actually like the little oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, little cat, you can eat. I can always find more food. Now that I have a compass.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Don't worry.
Ego
about it.
questioning in their mind how a compass helps you find food, but go off, King.
All right, I'll try it.
And then we
Yeah,
can
If
work
Aurum
on
assures
another
me that like finding food is no problem, yeah, okay.
So for the group of you, as you like put the little petal into your mouth, like for ego, like you put it onto your tongue and it melts away, and it actually is like this very lovely flavor. It's like a spicy honey. Like it's
Ooh.
got some heat to it, but it's very sweet.
Yes.
Damn.
It's like a tasty little treat.
Nice.
Wow.
Good
Huh.
find.
Oh,
I'm like rubbing it against the like roof of my mouth with my tongue. I'm like,
Can we dice up this mushroom? Do we need to eat it? Does that flower count as our meal for the day?
I mean that's up to you. The flower's pretty tasty, but I mean it's like a flower. It's like a flower petal.
All right, we're cutting up the mushroom.
Oh,
Cooking it.
are we doing a short rest and eating lunch? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
why
Okay.
don't we move? I was gonna say, why don't we move a little bit? See how long it takes to get to the water.
Oh, like the
Okay.
watering hole, the big lake.
No,
Or
the river. The river,
the
probably.
river.
The river. Okay.
Yeah.
Food is great. Water is more important.
We got water. That little spring back there.
We do have some water. I don't know how long it's going to last us.
Mechanically, we don't need a short rest, so I'm just like, we can keep
We
going.
can be walking.
We
I
like
just wanna-
I know.
You're
It's just
gonna
we
eat
just
the
long
mushroom
rested.
raw
So
and not cook it?
we could gosh, do we have anything that we can put some of the spring water in?
We
I
have
have
water flat.
skin.
I have a water skin. I also have like pots and pans for like camp cooking.
I think it's safe to assume that I feel like Ego would definitely have a water skin.
Oh, well that's good because there isn't
only-
one in my inventory.
The only person here who might not have a water skin is Dawn, but I feel like
He had a
it's
briefcase.
safe. Yeah, it's safe to say that like if he had asked for one at the end of the road, like you could have Sue would have given you guys whatever. Like if it was super basic supplies, like a pouch and like a water skin, you can have a water skin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I need something
think-
where I can keep something wet.
Oh no! Oh,
Yikes,
no.
dog. No, I in this kind of an environment, I'm good at finding what we need. So we won't take more than we need.
Okay. And I've mechanically cooked utensils so I can literally make us campfire food.
Here's the
Okay,
mushroom.
dope.
It's all yours.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll
good?
cook us a meal for the day, and we can like eat and go towards the river
yeah.
since we already got water.
Roll me a cook's utensils check. So I think that one is going to be proficiency bonus, and you're going to roll. We'll make this one like dexterity because it's like a little mushroom. You gotta like cut it up.
Okay. Plus 5. So that's a 15.
Yeah, it takes you like maybe like 15-20 minutes. But you're able to dice up this mushroom and like take some of the little berries that you guys found and like kind of like cook it up into like a little like blueberry chutney with this weird gray and white mushroom.
Okay.
You know, you probably cut the mushroom into like 4 little slabs for like a little mushroom steak.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a shiitake. Yeah.
Yeah.
It smells pretty good.
Mm.
I do
Yeah,
still
it's like-
I did. I don't know if I said this, but I feel like Clover would take food from the inn. I don't know if that follows us though. I don't know if we take food from the inn if it disappears.
You can take food from the inn. It's just like it's only going to stay good for so long.
Right. Okay.
Like unless you specifically purchased rations and added like dry rations to.
I mean, she has
inventory.
that too. Yeah. I was hoping I could have gotten like some like bread that I could have toasted. For the group.
Yeah, you can do that here. Like you can basically add it to like dry rations. It's not gonna last like forever.
No, it's gonna get stale.
Use it here if you want.
Okay. Yes, please.
But yeah, it smells pretty tasty. Like it has that kind of like nutty, like earthy smell, and like it also smells like a little bit dusty.
I'm digging in as soon as the blades come out.
Yeah, with some like garlic bread there.
Hell yeah! Oh, that sounds really good. It's making me hungry. That sounds really good.
Who's eating the mushroom?
I mean, if it's cooked, I'm eating it.
It is cooked.
Right? Yeah.
Cooked it. Yeah.
I feel like Don really likes mushrooms. Like,
Yes.
what's wrong with
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with a mushroom.
I feel like I ate mushroom soup and mushroom stew. Like, I feel like my mom probably
that was your like staple food.
Yeah, it's basically like, oh man, I wonder what we're having today.
Are the mushrooms going to be boiled, stewed, baked, fried?
I feel like mushrooms were a staple for my tribe too. I think probably.
Yeah, especially the more like herbivorously inclined members of the tribe. Because grass is fine, it works, but it doesn't necessarily like have the flavor.
Like, I cannot stress enough how unlike anything Ego ever had, that's half of a sandwich I was given once. Like Ego was like, oh man, an egg. That's like so rare.
Oh,
Ego's like, I only find these when I forage them, and we have to pick out the baby chick from the middle. Or mom just eats it.
Or we just boil it with the baby chick in there, and then that's like a whole
like Wheel
thing.
of Time when he eats that bird.
Oh god. Oh god.
Mom says I'm not old enough to eat babies yet.
What? No.
I don't have my adult palate yet.
Yeah.
I don't have the right stomach flora.
The mushroom is tasty though.
Does anything happen?
Yeah, you guys finish eating the mushroom, and you look over at Clover, and you can see she has like streaks of silver in her hair, and her face is covered in wrinkles.
Oh.
Dawn's hair is like completely like salt and peppery, kind of like turning. His. I feel like Dawn is starting to like get the hair recession, like right at the temples, going back a little bit.
No.
And like all of these wrinkles on his forehead from somebody whose face was definitely in a perpetual scowl. Looks very old. Aurum's mane is like also streaked with silver and not so much wrinkled, but like has like all of this white around his muzzle, and like the skin around his eyes droops a little bit like an old dog.
Oh man.
He's got the old cat face.
He's got the old cat face.
Little old man.
Yeah, and Ego has this like long hook nose with like a wart on it, and their skin is just like covered in an infinite layer of wrinkles, and they just like have these like big bushy eyebrows that like stick out from their head. And like this their chin has like lengthened a little bit too. Very like classic like witch.
Become a classic witch.
I
mean, my hair was already white.
No, you don't. You feel fine.
Okay.
All of you just look like very aged.
Okay, this is fine.
I hate this. Actually, this is not fun.
It tasted really good though.
It'll probably like once it's fully digested through the system, it'll probably be okay.
Well, now we know that the gray mushrooms they make us look like this.
Yeah. Okay.
And the colorful flowers probably would be good as like a like a seasoning type thing rather than just eating the petals.
Right.
I wonder if we keep eating the mushrooms, if we will die of old age.
Hope not.
No,
I
that's
wonder if
that's
it's
just an elder
permanent.
cap. It just makes you look old.
For how
For how
long?
long? Wait. For how long?
You knew the whole time.
Well, yeah, that's one of the mushrooms that Granny Nightshade grows in her garden. And then she had me tied up there to keep everything away so that little critters wouldn't eat her mushrooms.
The
Wow.
one time we could have used you speaking up and you remained quiet.
Well, I mean, it seemed kind of important that you all eat. You were like really focused on like eating and cooking. So like I've just been kind of drawing in the dirt over here. I don't have to eat, so like I don't really remember what you're supposed to do anymore.
Understandable.
You didn't
Is it-
ask.
How long does... I did this to my players with a raven. I pulled the you didn't ask thing. I see it. I get it now. How long does it last, like Dawn asked?
It might last for like a little while, like pretty quick, but it also might last like a little bit longer. Like sometimes you might need to go to sleep and wake up and it's still there, but then if you go to sleep again, it'll probably be gone. But it could
Okay.
also be gone, like you could like go for a walk in the forest and it'll just be gone.
We did split it. Maybe that helped?
Yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like looking old. I already feel old every single day of
You
my life.
all look so handsome and lovely.
Yeah, you too, little cat. Yeah.
What does the other flower that we found do? Do you know about that one?
Oh, that's a sunrise flower. It just makes light.
sense.
Just makes it weird.
I still have it.
Alright.
Yeah, they're kind of fun. It doesn't make light forever though. It'll kind of fade eventually.
As all things do, return to darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go up this way or up this way? On the map that I drew. I think there's like a light over there, but I don't know what it is. But this also
Yeah,
has a
I think we
bearing.
should go. I think we should go up, if possible, towards the weird rock with a light coming out of it.
This way?
Alright, well, we need to figure out what weird thing that we need to do to get towards the rock, don't we? It's not easy as walk in the direction of the rock, is it ever?
Well, if you...
No.
We gotta think about the rock. What if we think about the rock and it takes us to a different glowing rock?
we could tie up like a leash like I do with Aurum and you all follow me and just keep thinking of a rock. Like, I can try and draw the rock a bit better. I'm gonna start trying to draw the rock a bit better. To get them context.
I mean, yeah, you all can kind of see like a very rough layout of this map that she'll draw out.
Well, we won't
Claw,
get...
do you know anything about these rocks?
Which one?
This one. I have painter's supplies if that helps.
Can you ping it on the map?
Yeah. This one.
I think that's just a rock.
Well, if we're going with what looks like the closest landmark, you said that there was a cave, which is unfortunately not in the direction of the river.
Right, it's
But
south.
If we want to possibly find someone else that can give us a lay of the land, then there. Otherwise, we could go up towards the river and that rock.
Are you saying that as ego?
Yes, sorry. I need to be a bit more gloomy.
I know who lives in the cave.
Who lives in the cave?
Nib.
Who's Nib?
Okay.
Nib has like a pile of gold that's like if you took you, and he points up at you, Worm, and stacked you up like 3 times, there's like all of these like little shiny like gold discs.
Oh, wow.
Is Nib a dragon? We've already dealt with a dragon.
I don't really know. Nib just kind of looks like an old man. Actually, he kind of looks like how you all look right now. Like he's kind of just an old man.
He's just an old man.
And he has this little spinning wheel that he sits at, and he makes like stuff with it.
Is he nice?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I trust you. So.
Yeah, they're nice to talk
Yeah, it's not like we have many. It's not like we have many other options.
I'm gonna
keep
show
wandering around, but that doesn't sound like a good use of time.
I believe it was somewhat of a night. I'll show Clapclaw the map, and I'll point to the big 12 log up here, and ask if that's where Granny Nightshade lives, or where approximately should we avoid if we want to keep Clapperclaw safe.
Yeah, that's Loomlurch. That's where Granny Nightshade lives. I don't really want to go there, but like, it's like kind of probably like really hard to miss, like unless you're walking around with your eyes closed, because the forest gets kind of like it gets this like sweet smell, but it's like a little stinky, and the trees are kind of sad.
Yeah, the trees
when you get closer to there,
they look a little brown and like not as lifelike.
Yeah, a lot of them are losing all their leaves.
Is there anything special about the lake in the middle of the map?
I don't really know. I tried to walk towards it once, and then I was just back where I started, and I kept trying to go towards it, and I just couldn't get back. I guess I just left because I didn't really know what was going on.
What about these circles I keep seeing? These little clearings, are they safe?
Maybe.
Have you been there before?
I mean, sometimes there's just like a clearing, but sometimes there's mushrooms, and sometimes there's grass, sometimes there's dirt. One time I saw a little fox, and the little fox had 2 babies with it, but it didn't like talk or anything. It was just like a little fox, and it ran away when it saw me.
Where's your favorite place to go? Do you have a favorite place? Here?
I never really thought about it. I'd have to think about it.
Okay, you can think about it.
What if we just go to Nib, and then by the time we get there, you'll have plenty of time to think about it.
But if I haven't seen every single place that there is, then how do I pick a favorite place? Because it's a really, really big forest, and I've only seen like maybe like you know, like a really, really small amount of the trees, and there's a lot of trees. So how am I supposed to know where my favorite place is?
Well, it's the favorite place that you've been to so far.
I mean, we know where you don't want to go. Because you don't like it.
I know a pretty fun place that we could go to if you want to. If you want to go, yeah, I know a fun place that we could go. It's a really good time. I think I probably like that place really a lot. Nib is just really like Nib just like works really hard. He doesn't really want to play. But my favorite place is probably this one spot that I'm thinking about that you can like play and have a lot of fun.
How far is it from here? Like, if I show you the map, do you know?
No, distance doesn't matter. He's probably just like, follow him.
That's true. Okay.
Well, I mean, you can follow me, but there's also like, you just kind of have to be doing the right thing to get around. I mean, like, what are you even thinking about when you are like walking around?
Usually, we think of where we want to go, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, that doesn't work here.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, that's what you have to do when you're in the swamp, so that doesn't work here.
What works here? Oh, no.
Well, maybe I can kind of like show you. I can like give you the experience.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
As long as it isn't just wander and then hope that you wind up in the right place.
I mean, you could try that. I didn't really ever try that.
No, I want to do what you usually do.
Okay, so follow me. and
I'll
starts
follow.
like running with his like little legs through the forest. He's not very
Oh,
fast.
Oh, okay.
Neither am I. It's okay.
I was like, I don't want to run.
Yeah.
Okay. So this
Following.
one time, I some of the kids were like talking at Loom Lurch, and I could kind of I overheard them a little bit, and like one of the little kids was like kind of sad, and there was this other kid that was like telling like ghost stories and like little stories to distract everybody from what was going on, and they told the story about this cave, and it had a really big bear in it, and the wind would come from it, and it would make this howling sound, and everybody was like really afraid of it, but the bear was really nice and just like wanted to make friends, and he was just really sleepy because he's hibernating. So I kind of just thought about how fun it would be to go into like a cave and have an adventure.
Okay.
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 I start thinking about a cool cave that I want to have an adventure in with maybe a
I'm thinking-
bear.
I'm thinking about a happy bear in a
A happy
in a
bear,
cool
a happy
cave.
place. Cool cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can just like think about like playing with your friends and like having a lot of fun together, but like in a cave.
Okay.
I mean, and now I have friends, so I bet it's gonna be even easier because I have all of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna start thinking of like the first time we really met and we're like just gallivanting as reckless little kids the first time we went to the circus.
Thinks about doing taxes in a cave.
Oh my god.
Okay. Could somebody just roll a d8 for me really quick?
Not it.
I threw it 6.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Oh.
That's not good music.
Oh no.
So the group of you follows after Clapperclaw, thinking about having an adventure in and around a cave. Some of you perhaps doing it a little bit better than others. And as you're traversing this dense forest with this like dappling sunlight hitting the ground, you find a trail of absolutely monstrous claw prints in the forest floor that have been pressed into like the soft earth. Whatever creature like left these was clearly enormous, because each of these prints from heel to toe is 3 feet.
That's big.
Hey, look! And Clapperclaw just like falls down into the leaves and the dirt and it's the size of the print. And they're
I
just
go
like,
and do the same to one next to it.
and there's just like a trail of them leading into the forest.
I don't like the look of this.
It's a good, nice bear. That's what we were told. It just wants friends.
This seems a bit. This is not your average bear.
Wow.
This seems bigger. This seems bigger than your average bear.
How big is a bear? I've never actually met one. I don't really even know. I kind of remember having a teddy bear back when I was with my mom and dad, but like it was like maybe this big.
I thought you said you were in a cave with a nice bear.
No, that was just like the story that the kids were telling at Loom Lurch. This cave is where Nib lives, and he has lots of like little shiny gold things.
Yeah,
Oh.
man, you're really bad at listening.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm sorry, Tax Man. I wasn't paying attention.
Clearly.
Is it a nice bear? He's like, he sits up and he's like patting the dirt around this giant like footprint.
Well, I was thinking of a nice bear, so it better be. But I'm not scared of nothing, so let's keep going.
If we do run into a bear and it's not nice, I'm letting it be known right now. It is probably your fault.
Mine?
Yeah, because you were thinking about a bear.
Well, you know. You win some, you lose some. Potato, potato.
None of those.
Wait,
None of those
what's in there?
sayings are relevant right now.
Hey, Graph.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Oh, I forgot to
no.
send that.
So that was the secret person with the secret message.
I bet his lost thing is in this part of the world.
Interesting.
He's got the hunger.
Oh, the hunger
Maybe.
is hitting him now.
Maybe. It could be something entirely different. Are we, Clapperclaw, going? Is the cave following these big tracks?
I don't know. I've never really seen these before.
Oh, let's play again.
Let
Let's
me-
hop. Let's hop in each
Let
of
me-
the feet.
I mean, let me take like, are they actually like, are they clawed? Are they mammalian? Are
Would
they?
you like to make a nature check to try to identify?
I would
the
love
source?
to. Yeah, like, is it a four-legged animal? Yeah.
Yeah. So, as a
nature.
reminder, nature, kind of like medicine, is one of those things where you can choose intelligence or wisdom.
Cool. It's a 15.
You have no idea what kind of creature would make this. It is certainly not any mammal that you have encountered, and you've lived in a forest for a long time.
That is super fair. Would you? Does it have claws on those footprints?
Yes.
And does it seem like it's a? Can I tell if it's a four-legged animal, or is this something that's walking like bipedally, or more than four legs?
It's a T-Rex.
Yeah, let me check.
Cause I feel like maybe because if it's bipedal, right, it will always be 1 foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe a four-legged creature walking might have like a different spread of the feet from left to right.
If this ends up being a dinosaur, we have to kill it.
Yeah,
Craft does not like D&D dinos.
it seems like it walks on four for the most part.
Okay.
Do you like
okay.
yeah, are you just like you're just like looking if you look at like in this immediate area it seems like four.
Yeah, I'm looking in the immediate area. It's a clawed four-legged creature, but it's very big, and it doesn't have a foot shape of an animal of like a regular mammal.
Yeah.
It's actually
That I've
got
seen.
32 different legs.
So actually what this is a small herd of one-footed animals and they just hop
They just hop.
in unison.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's way better
it's like
than a
a
32-footed animal.
It's like a crawling claw, but like it's just like so like it's like just bare hands, but it's just 4 bare paws, but there's no bear. Yeah, I have no idea what this is, but it's big and has claws.
I'm
Great.
hopping down the path of feet. I'm like just going. I'm
Why
following
are
the
you
trail.
why are you following it though, Aurum?
What?
Why are you following it?
Because this is an adventure and this is what we were asking for, right? So
well, not leaving. You know how to find food, so I follow you. Unfortunately, if the dude who knows how to get food and water every single time, no matter what, is going in a direction, you gotta go with that guy.
Fine, whatever.
unless you guys don't want to follow and see what has these big feet. But I am curious now.
It's whatever. Worst thing that could happen is we die horribly, but
I just continue thinking of the feeling while following everybody, and hopefully that helps.
Yeah, me too. I'm thinking about adventure and cool bears.
And are you continuing to step in the tracks?
Yeah, I'm just jumping from track to track.
Yeah, and you do have to jump because this creature has a very wide, like, long gait.
Because we were talking about playing, so I'm playing by hopping.
Yeah, it's like hopscotch, like fucked up hopscotch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you walk in these tracks for like a couple miles.
Wow.
Oh my god.
And after that point, the trail just stops abruptly in the middle of the forest.
Is anything above
Yeah,
me?
look up.
I was gonna say that's not a very fun adventure.
There, I mean, there's just like a little bit of like an opening in the canopy, but why don't you roll a survival check?
Can I help?
I was going to say,
Sure.
could I look to see if if they're both doing it, then never mind.
Double threes
Oh.
Total?
for a 8.
Yeah, there's trees. There's some sunlight coming through.
What did Eagle want to do? Sorry, I didn't mean to step over you.
No, I was going to see if the tracks only look like they stopped because they changed into a different kind of track.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
You can also roll a survival check for that, or Arcana.
Okay. I would like Arcana, please.
Okay. Yeah. You can do that.
24.
Wow.
Yeah, you check the area for like smaller tracks for like, some sort of a shapeshifter. There are like other little tracks that crisscross around that appear to be like little forest creatures. But you can confidently say that this was not a shapeshifter. And I will say with a roll like that good, just from your general like looking around at everything, you do notice like that there are like branches broken above where the trail ends. And like you're also looking specifically at these tracks. The last set of tracks is much deeper than the rest. And I feel like Ego can put together that probably means that this whatever creature this was
up
or launched itself into the air.
or jumped really high. Yeah, it braced and kind of lowered itself and then sprung up. Oh,
Yeah, because if
okay.
it were carried off, you might see like dragging, and it wouldn't be like deep marks. These are like deep, like it pushed its weight into
All
the
right.
earth.
My initial thought was that something pounced on its back, pushing it further into the ground, and then like, hey, that big thing, something bigger took it.
Oh, yeah.
But okay. Ego will point out, it didn't stop, and I kind of like follow the feet up and show the broken branches. It jumped.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, that's kind of
Quite
hard to follow.
Quite high. I mean, it's all forest. I'm sure if someone could get a bit higher in the trees and look out for more broken branches.
I will
If it
try.
came back down.
Yeah, I'll
If it
try to
came
see
back
if it-
down, maybe it jumped in the air and then started flying, which would be also terrifying.
If I go up to where I see the broken branches, could I guesstimate a direction it would have gone if it's a heavy creature? Like, am I seeing a pattern of other branches being?
Might have just
Roll
taken
an
off.
investigation check.
Tangent beyond.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah, you follow the broken branches up and up and up, and you break the canopy. And looking down, you can see that it looks like the tree branches kind of like got like opened up almost, and like some of
Yeah.
them are hanging down, but like some of the sturdier like branches kind of just folded up. And you kind of like look around, you don't see any other like impact points, and you go back down into the canopy and you don't see anything like that. You think that this creature might be able to like fly or something, or it can jump very, very far.
I explained that to the party, what I'm saying.
Dang it. Oh well. Oh, that was all I wanted to do, so.
Oh, that's great. That sounds like something that sucks to deal with, and I don't want to run into it.
Yes. We've done well to not punch above our weight. Minus the first time we dealt with the heron gun.
We didn't punch above our weight, babe.
They cheated.
Caught us unawares, which
Exactly.
won't happen again.
Should we
Yeah.
keep thinking of the feeling of the cave, or should we go somewhere else, or try to go somewhere else?
I think that this nib person, if they are kind, as Clapperclaw says, even though they are busy old people are wise.
Yeah. Give
And
us more
hopefully
information.
we could get some more information. Not to mention, if they have what sounds like a bunch of coin, we, as of right now, have not had use for ours, what with trading with trinkets.
Right.
If we could possibly offer coin, if that's something that Nib likes, in exchange for something, that might be a useful deal to make to get a foothold here in
True.
thither.
Clapperclaw, do you
So
think
I think
you could...
yes, we should keep going.
Yeah, Clapperclaw, do you think you could get us to Nip?
Oh, yeah, it's right over there. And he like points into the trees, and you can see that there's this like faint golden glow, like down off into the trees.
Okay, go there.
Well,
Speaking of punching above your weight, we're gonna take a little break here because you guys are technically have been level 4 since you got to thither.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So
have.
we're gonna take a quick break so you guys can level up your sheets because it's ASI/feet time.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And we will be back and to see what happens with Nib's cave.
Yee. They are
Be back in
me.
like maybe 10 minutes ish.
I need.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We're gonna get right back into it, but now at level 4.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys.
Damn,
feel
I'm
like
level 9. What happened to you guys?
That's crazy.
What's
I'm
up?
level 69. So
I'm
I
level
look
420.
down at my amazing rack that I have now that I've fully transformed into a hag.
titty hag,
Damn!
tickle bitty hag.
Wow.
Tiggle bitty hag.
Yeah, you guys. You're feeling
Big
like
nose,
a little bit
bigger
better.
tits.
Wow.
You guys are feeling like a little bit better since getting to the forest. But yeah, you can see in the woods, like maybe like 100, like 50 to 100 feet away, there is like this like golden glow.
That looks like maybe it's the cave.
Yeah, that is what Clopper Claw just said. Cat's your huge hat.
Let's go. Let's go say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go on ahead.
Maybe sometimes you just restate things for the audience. God damn.
What
Yeah, that's
audience?
crazy.
Our life isn't
Ugh.
being streamed for a live audience, you know?
Mine is. I got way too many voices in my head.
Wow.
What up, guys? Ego here.
What up?
Hey.
Don't forget to smash that follow button, like and subscribe.
Bro, you know that Ego goes live and just like starts doing like makeup and it's just like whatever.
Ego does the NP. I don't know if you've ever seen the NPC Mommy Miranda TikTok lives.
Yes.
Oh
Where
my
she's
god, not
just
the NPC live stream.
No, but the Mommy Miranda one where she's just in like a fucking Elden Ring boss outfit. Just going like this with like the long like claw thing.
Real.
Ego does have those.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, let's go to the cave.
So, yeah, you approach this cave. There's a cozy torchlight that is radiating from this cave that you can see is actually in this like little wooded hillside. And about like 20 feet from the cave, you see that there's like this tree that has a weathered sheet of parchment nailed to the trunk.
What does it say?
It's you go up to it. We come. Whoa, what are we doing? Okay, this is just like for an example, but I'm gonna put it in the maps, handouts, pics. Disregard the words that are on it. But you see this this like poster that has a portrayal of like a boy that's drawn in ink, and you can see above it who speaks Elvish.
Me.
Okay, yeah, you can see written above it
Me?
in Elvish. It says "Wanted, Will of the
No, wait, I
Feywild."
I'm
Don't?
dumb. I don't speak Elvish. I'm dumb. Oh well, because I took Undercommon. I was thinking I took
Yeah.
Elvish when I made out with a lady. Very sorry.
Yeah. So for anybody who can read or speak Elvish, you can see that above it says "Wanted, Will of the Feywild," and then below this like sketch of this boy is it says, "This sorry wretch has stolen from me. Deliver him to me alive and unharmed, and I'll give you back 10 years of your youth." And it's signed Granny Nightshade.
What does the boy look like?
He looks like, hold on. Oh my god, wrong chapter. He looks like he's maybe like 10 or 11. And he's got this like big like poofy cloud of curly hair. And he's kind of like making like a naughty little like smirking expression in this like drawing of him.
Okay. Interesting.
What's it say?
says that this little kid, it looks like, is wanted by the hag for stealing something from her.
Not that we're turning him in, but Clapperclaw, do you recognize this child?
Let me take a look as I pull up something.
Unless it is Clapperclaw, because he doesn't remember what he was like.
That's what I was typing in the chat. What
Yeah,
if
that's what
it's
I'm
Clapperclaw?
If it's Clapperclaw, then he's based. Because not only did he escape, but he took something too.
No, I don't really know. He wasn't one of like the kids that was like working in Granny Nightshade's workshop, but I do remember her being like really annoyed about him, like causing like a lot of problems. And she just like really wanted to like have him like brought into Loonlurch because he was just like a really big troublemaker and was like doing naughty things. She doesn't like it when the kids are naughty.
It sounds like he continued.
I guess so.
But if he has been able to outsmart Ms. Nightshade, at least on a couple occasions, he would be someone that we would want to find, not to turn him in, but to help.
Fine by me. I'm eager to get over to her and start beating her in the face.
I'll take it off the tree just so that we have the drawing of him, and also so that someone else doesn't see it and decide to hunt him down.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can add to your inventory a wanted poster for Will of the Feywild.
I'll put it like in between my. I'll like slide it into my book and close it in there.
Yeah.
All right. Child secured. Well, drawing of child secured.
Well, other than that, we can just go in, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, you go into the cave?
We spelunk.
Yeah. Clover, for you, like Luna definitely like looks a little bit like nervous at first going into a cave, and she's like kind of like looking up at you, like, and like in your mind you kind of just hear like, what is this place?
Apparently, there's a nice man that lives and works in that cave. I'm gonna go say hi.
Oh, okay.
Do you
She's
feel
like-
okay?
She's like making biscuits and purring on you.
Oh, baby.
I feel fine. I don't really like sometimes being in like spaces that are like kind of enclosed like that. I don't really like them. I'm not really. I know like a lot of cats sometimes like being in like a small little spot, like a box or something. I don't know. I just don't really like that. I think there's just something about our friend. He doesn't like being in enclosed spaces.
Like being trapped?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to wait outside the cave? I don't want to force you if you're uncomfortable.
Well, well, I don't want you to be alone.
Well, I'm not alone. I have Aurum and Eagle, and Dawn, Clapperclaw.
Yeah. Her real friends. No.
This is
Wow.
This is in
This is our
their
head.
shared
I
mental
know.
headspace.
I know.
Excuse me.
I have made sure that harm won't befall her before, and I will continue to do so. I will kill anyone who goes near her in an offensive way, with no regrets and
Oh
no
my
tears.
god, it's so violent. I mean, you can stay on my shoulder, or you can wait out at the front and just like watch us from the front. It's up to you, though.
I mean, I'll do whatever you tell me to do. I mean, that's kind of what I'm here for.
Can I like? She never does. She never insights. Can I insight Luna to see if like she'd be more comfortable like waiting at the edge of the cave? I know
Go
she's like,
for
I'll
it.
do whatever you want me to, but like Clover's not gonna do that.
Go for it.
As someone who just gave up their familiar, I get it.
Oh fuck, I don't know, 6.
Yeah, you're still, I think, like, she's still kind of like a new companion for you, a new familiar, and you're still kind of getting used to, like, sharing the headspace, because for
Yeah.
you, normally, like, you have the ability to touch minds. You don't normally get your mind touched back.
Yeah.
So
fair.
I think you're still, like, getting used to that feeling, and you're still getting
Okay.
used to, like, her body language, because also as a Tresem, there's slight differences. It's not like a one-to-one with a
One-to-one.
cat necessarily.
Yes.
So I think
Yes.
you're still getting used to, like, her body language,
Okay.
but, like, you, from what she's saying, she, like, wants to do
Doesn't-
whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay. Her telling me that our friend doesn't like to be trapped. She's also a little nervous. Like I see, at least she's doing the nervous dip biscuits. She's gonna like set up a little mini tent out on the front port of the cave, so she's not gonna get rained on if it rains or something. And like do a little tarp and be like, just wait here, and if something bad comes up from behind us, something scary, you can like let me know. And you stay here, and that way you're not trapped. You have a lot of escape route.
Okay, I can keep watch.
Okay, yeah, you keep watch.
Be safe.
You be safe too.
Okay.
Give her little screeches behind the ear. Little chin squeak.
Her, like, wings, like, kind of twitch a little bit, like, she enjoys it. But yeah.
I'll have her keep
you
watch.
can enter this cave. Inside the cave, a wizened old man, wearing a blindfold, sits at a spinning wheel, surrounded by piles of gold, massive piles of gold. As he spins, he reaches down and grabs handfuls of coins, which then transform at his touch into gleaming gold fibers.
Mm.
Hello.
Hello? You can come in.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, it's nothing.
Steps inside.
Yeah, I guess I will also, knowing that he's blind, I'll also say hello so that he knows there's more than one person.
Hello, hi.
Also, hello.
Oh, there's a group of you. Hello. And Clapperclaw will probably walk up and say, "Hi, Nib. It's me, Clapperclaw. I just brought some friends here." And Nib will like say hello to him, like, "Oh, Clapperclaw, it's good to be in your presence again." Welcome to my cave. Please feel free to make yourself at home. Let me think for a second. How many of you are there?
4,
Five.
5.
5 and 5. And a cat.
5. So 6?
6.
Well, yeah, she's just out on the edge of the cave. Keep watch.
Yeah, so 5.
I hear 3 of you. Clapperclaw is 4, and then there's a 5th.
Hello. It's me.
Ah,
Sorry.
Okay.
I
Alright,
saw
so-
a bug, so I was excited.
Yes. There may be some bugs in the cave. They're nothing to worry about. They're quite nice. So 4 newcomers.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get a gift going for each of you. And you can see he kind of like pats around, and like starts fiddling around with like a couple little baskets that he has set around him and pulls out a pair of knitting needles.
Aw.
And begins taking this like gold yarn that he's been spinning on this wheel and just begins like knitting. So what brings you all here to my cave?
Just trying to get our bearings, new to the area. Here to get things done, but don't quite know where to start.
Oh, right, okay, yes. Well, as I said, you're more than welcome to make yourself at home here. If you're comfortable with that. It's not much, but it's home. I wish you luck. Who has a passive perception of 11 or higher?
Me, I have a
Me.
12.
I think it's Ego and Aurum. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
10.
Clover's sitting at a 10.
Yep.
Yeah, so as Nib is working like on this knitting, Ego and Aurum, you see the shadows that are like flickering in the candlelight are not flickering the way that you would expect with how the lighting is working. You see what could be described as an apparition that appears behind Nib, a grubby little child that is peering over Nib's shoulder at the work that he's doing. The light flickers again, and you see this like gaunt, like a coach driver that then is like looming in the shadows at the back of the cave.
And do you work here all alone?
Yes, I am here alone in a sense.
What do you mean by in a sense, if you don't mind me asking? A blind man. You are blind? You're blindfolded.
I am not blind. If you look closely, you might notice that there are spirits that watch me, and I blindfold myself so that I don't have to look at them. I've led a very cruel and heartless existence. These riches, and he gestures to like his huge piles of gold. I earned all of this by exploiting my tenants' misery, buying up condemned property and renting it out for exorbitant fees. And Granny Nightshade is helping me make amends. I told her I wanted to put my bad deeds behind me and my ill-gotten gains to good use. So she cursed me to dwell forever in this cave, spinning my gold into useful items for anyone who comes my way. And, my bad deeds are behind me in, a very literal sense. I'm just haunted by these words that I said to her. So you're beholding restless apparitions of those I heard. If you're seeing those spirits, they just lurk behind my back. They torment me with pokes at my ribs and whisperings in my ear, and I can't bear to look them in the eye, not after what I did to them. So that's why I wear this blindfold.
Very forthcoming.
Damn, are you from
I
Waterdeep?
I am.
I was
actually.
going to. Yep. This is average. This is
average
Waterdeep noble.
Waterdeep landlord.
He knew immediately.
Hell, you
Yeah.
might have. I mean, depending on time, like you might have like interacted with this guy.
Yeah, I actually am from Waterdeep. Are you all from Waterdeep?
I am. Well, kind of.
Just
Oh.
him.
I mean, I know some places with some deep water, but I don't know what a water deep is.
Well, how is home?
Shit, as
he's-
always.
Well,
He's
there's
like,
a
that's
part
my
of
fault
me.
too.
There's a part of me that misses it, but I made my choices, and this is how I atone for them. So I can't undo the harm that was caused to my tenants, but I can use this gold to make something for people who need it. So a gift for each of you.
That's fair. I just wonder if you needed to be cursed to do that.
I mean, I think being cursed is getting off lightly for what I did. You see, another apparition appears. You see a woman, who's like wrapped in like a threadbare cloak and is dabbing at her tears with a handkerchief. And the light flickers again. You see a rail-thin waif, this little child like wearing an eye patch. And these like apparitions who just look like the picture of suffering flicker in and out of the torchlight. Would somebody like to roll me a d8?
I'll do it! I've never gotten to roll anything the whole session. Five.
Yeah, so, Nib is, like, knitting all the while that he's talking to you, and, he's fast, like, supernaturally fast. And, let's see. His gold yarn is knit into an object that, like, still has that golden luster and, like, gold color in the design, and he actually holds out to you like a cloak, in the direction of your voice, Dawn. A gift for a fellow Waterdavian.
I'll take it. I appreciate the gift.
It is a cloak of protection.
Wow.
Now my AC could be even higher.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
So he keeps knitting. Right, so welcome to thither. From what I remember, it was a lovely forest, for the most part.
It's still a pretty nice forest, I will say.
Well, that's good.
I haven't seen anything too bad yet.
I'm glad to hear that. I've been to a few places around. Some of them not as nice as the others. So I hope that you can find the good places in the forest where it's still how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Who's next?
Oh.
Everyone else.
Sure. Yeah.
Roll a d8.
Hello. Snevin.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so, like, he's knitting this fabric, or this thread, and, produces this, like, golden wand, and the handle of it it almost has, like, a DNA double helix look to it, of, like, pieces, like, spinning around each other, and this, like, golden knob at the end of this, like, golden length of wood, and he will hand it in the direction of your voice, Ego. A gift for you as well. Apologies, I don't, I'm not really sure who any of you are other than the one Waterdavian here, but for you. It's a wand of secrets.
Well, I would think that you used some kind of magic to know of me because of this gift, but I will take it that you are just very good at guessing.
But I'm just glad that this curse was able to create something good for you. I suppose I need to do some good before I die, so if you're happy, then all the better.
Are you dying soon?
Well, I don't know when I'll die, but I'm getting older.
Pretty dour outlook, in my opinion.
I suppose, but I don't really think that with the time I have left should not be wasted. Especially not with the things that I did with the rest of my time before.
Yeah. Buying up land and all that.
Yes.
Who's next?
I guess me. Hi, my name's Aurum.
Aurum. Alright, let's see what I can make you. Roll a d8.
4. I'm also just gonna drop my 25 gold pieces that I have in his pile, because I don't need it.
Artificially extending his curse.
Oh my god. Really quick, can I get a d8 roll from Clover too? I just want to make sure that all of them are accounted for and not duplicated.
It's crazy that I got a wand, bro.
That and the Cloak of Protection, I was like, what?
Because I've been sitting here pretending that Ego has a wand for the past couple sessions. I was gonna make one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so he this is so funny, in just multiple ways. So Aurum, he knits up this thread and produces a golden pair of boots and holds them out to you. In your direction.
Thank you.
They have this very naturalistic style of that almost looks like golden leaves and branches woven together.
This is very nice. Thank you.
They're boots of elvenkind.
Nice. Nice.
That's also really fitting for you.
Yeah, damn.
And I think there's one more.
Yeah.
I'll get to work here. And he continues knitting. And he holds out to you when he is done this bag with this long strap, and it has this little smiley face of gold thread embroidered onto the gold fabric flap that covers the mouth of the bag, and hands it to you.
I'll take it.
It's a bag of holding.
Yeah. I can actually carry my own shit now.
Yeah. There you go.
These are very nice gifts.
I'm glad you like them.
So you will spin this gold until you die?
Yes.
This punishment is forever.
Yes.
Oh, I shouldn't have given you more gold. Oh.
What do you mean?
I just dropped 25 more gold. I thought you liked gold, so I was giving it to you.
No, please keep your... Oh. Okay. Don't touch any gold. Do you even know which coins were yours?
No, I just sprinkled them in the pile.
Okay,
Oh my god.
Please do not touch any coins.
All right.
if you touch any of this gold, or if you take any of it, you will be cursed, like I am.
Okay.
The apparitions will follow you. Please, I'm so sorry that you lost your gold.
I don't want it.
I don't want it either. It's not cursed gold, but it's mixed in with the cursed gold, and I don't want to look. I don't want to see them.
Thanks a lot, Aurum.
Hey, listen, we make mistakes sometimes.
Just
I was
please.
trying to be nice too. He's being nice to us.
It wasn't gold taken, so I'm sure it won't affect your curse.
Oh, it's. I'm not concerned about my curse. It's just I don't want the gold. But if you don't know which pieces were yours, then you can't really take the same amount back. Because if you take any of my gold, you will be cursed. So in a way, I have caused you to lose your money.
I decided to give it to you. You didn't make me lose anything.
Well,
Don't
Are
twist
you-
this. Don't twist it.
are you planning on staying in the forest forever?
No.
Then if you're going home, you're going to need that money.
Oh,
I
where
know
I'm
if-
from, I don't need it. It's fine.
Then why did you have it?
I found it here.
That's
Not
strange.
here in your cave.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
this time it's safe. I think it's safe.
All right. Yes, just
He
please
will
don't.
be okay. He is a man of the land.
I see. Well, if I can figure out, were they Water Davian coins called dragons? They sort of have an hourglass shape to them.
Look.
Ooh, that
look
is
at
true.
Dawn.
Waterdeep. I know that's true. No, Waterdeep has its own unique coins.
That's
so
true.
If the dragon did not get them from Waterdeep, they would be like round coins.
They're like a mix. There was probably a couple Waterdeep coins in there, but some of them were round.
Both shapes of coins.
Okay. All of my gold is Waterdeep currency. So just if some of your coins were other shapes, you should be able to take those because those are not mine.
This
Here,
seems
I
too
am
dangerous.
noticing.
Hold
It
on.
seems too dangerous to touch it. I don't want to. I'm good.
He shakily gets off of his stool and feels his way over to the pile. Kind of like where your
You don't
voice
have
is and
to-
begins like feeling for the gold coins.
You really don't need them. It's fine.
He,
1,
he
2.
This is so awkward.
I
mean, you gave us a gift, so Aurum gave you a gift.
You don't have to worry about the rule of reciprocity here. It's all
his
right.
gift is payment for his wrongdoings.
Yes.
I will say, in lieu of not doing the wrongdoing in the first place, you have my respect for paying your debts. That is the next best thing you can do.
You're really talented.
I please save your respect for someone who deserves it.
We recognize people who pay their debts, sir. I did not say you were a good man. I think that by your own words, your fate is exactly what you deserve. I am merely stating that you owe up to what you have done.
Yes.
Based on like seeing other people who've been cursed, like so far, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Does it seem like his personality in general is being manipulated by? I don't even know if Aurum's smart enough to think about this, but does it seem like he's being manipulated by the curse itself? Like he wouldn't actually act like this if it wasn't for being cursed.
Oh, like, is his guilt actually his own?
Yeah.
Well, so he
I mean,
so
if it's not, then he's just a bitch.
so if you want to roll a straight intelligence check, you can.
Natural
Ego thinks that
one.
this is.
I was
Ego's
going
like,
to
this
say.
is a point for this witch. Ego's like, this is totally like, this is fair.
Yeah, Aurum, you have no idea.
Mm-hmm. Well, good luck finding those coins. I'm walking away.
Yes, I found 12 of them. Can somebody take them, please?
I'll take them.
Please return them to your friend.
Sure.
Was there anything else that you all needed of me?
I suppose I did have one more question about these spirits. I know you probably don't want to talk about them, but they haunt you because of your curse, but are they otherwise free, or are they, like, do they want? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Do they want to haunt you, or are they cursed to this coin?
I don't know. I guess I don't know if they are truly the souls of those whose lives I ruined, or if they're just some sort of illusion, but regardless, I can't bear to look at them.
Right. I just want to make sure that victims have not been made victims again, I suppose. That would not be fair. If you don't know, you don't know.
I don't know. And frankly, I am a little scared to think about it, because that would be ruining the whole point of what I'm trying to do here.
Understood.
I'm going to use Divine Sense.
Okay, tell me what that does.
Basically, if there are any undead, like the spirits of the damned haunting this man anywhere near him, I would know.
Okay.
Yeah, because it detects undead. So if they are just illusions, then they wouldn't come up as undead.
Yeah, you don't detect any undead.
Yeah. Yeah, he just goes, Well, I'll lead you to your knitting.
Well, again, I wish you all... Oh, yes?
I was just curious if you know about any of the landmarks that are around here. I'll describe, like, this rock. I'll describe this lake.
Oh, hold on, I'm not looking. Oh,
Sorry.
That lake, that rock.
Yeah. I mean, we already know that's where the nightshade is, but I think she's more curious about these two things at the moment. If he's heard of them or knows what they are.
I don't know much about those places. I did spend a decent amount of time at Loom Lurch.
Okay.
Waiting to speak with Granny Nightshade. And there was a little gang of children that would run around in the forest, causing trouble. But my curse prevents me from leaving the cave. So since that was put on me, I haven't really, I don't know if anything has changed. But I remember Loom Lurch, the goblins and the little children, and I remember a great tree with a home in it that would roam the forest.
See.
I see.
If I can help with that with Loom Lurch or the tree, I can tell you what I know, but I don't think I ever passed by a lake or a cave or a rock with a hole in it. I only have my cave.
I mean, we will have to speak with Nightshade at some point. Anything that you know about Loomlurch or her is important to us. We have important business with her.
Oh.
Of murder.
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 Right. The one thing that I remember, it's funny, for some reason I couldn't stop looking at this. Granny Nightshade's back has a key protruding from it, and it spins based on her mood. When it's happy, it would turn quick, but if she was upset, it would slow down, and the times that she would lose her temper, like if the children in the forest would play pranks on her, the key would stop completely, and I found that very odd.
Have you heard of a time where the key was not in her back?
No.
Great.
Thinking about that key to the past.
Uh-huh.
I just found it very strange and a little unsettling, and then she would make her deliveries on her flying rocking horse. It was very disturbing.
And then I'm also thinking of, like, the riddle. 8x8 wordless impress or applaud in order to get what was odd. Lightning strike behind a mountain. The storm and stage does your luck lie, etc. Ancient... Oh, Dove is... I wonder if Dove's thing is here. Ancient wood, your lies your heart song. Oh, yeah, massive falling... Oh, no.
Dove's thing is here.
I think Dove thing's... I think Dove's thing is at least here. I'm looking at these, like, just up in lore dumps, the rhymes and stuff.
Yeah.
The riddles.
Yep.
8x8. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know about my thing, but I think Dove's thing might be here. And Loomlurch.
Yeah, maybe.
Could I? Why not? I'm gonna say some of these rhymes and riddles to Nib and see if any of them jog a memory for him, if he's heard or seen of anything like these.
So the cat's eye one.
Scorned by fortune, smoking pipe of thoughts long gone, 8x8 wordless. Yeah.
Kristy.
Yeah.
I also want to say in the art of if you look in the art of Bavlorna, she had a staff with a bunch of glass shards on it.
Oh no! We fucked up!
Well, we didn't. I mean, we said she couldn't return. We said she couldn't return there, which means we could find her again. She might have gone to one of her sisters. Yeah,
Wow.
no, we needed one of her shards, and yes, this must be the key to the past.
I'm fucked up. That was Kristy not remembering shit, but also Clover not remembering shit.
Talking about?
Oh, because
She needs to find
a shard of
Clover's
a
patient
shard of the
asked her
present.
to find a shard of the present, a key to the past,
the
a key from the past, and a thread to the future.
And the thing is, because the third one that we haven't met yet,
Yeah.
Endlin Moongrave, she is the one that has foreseen her own death. So she's seen into the
Oh.
future.
Oh.
So that's what it is.
Oh.
We're going past, present, future.
Fuck. Okay.
That's okay because we banished Bavlorna from hither.
Right.
So that means that she will go to thither or yon because she will
That's
go to
true.
one of her sisters.
She has nowhere else to go. Okay.
We will need to start asking if people have heard about Bavlorna. We need to start asking if Bavlorna's
been around,
been seen, because we might have to deal with two
yeah.
witches.
Fuck. We made it worse for our future selves.
We just fight one while we're sitting in place.
Mistakes
easy.
were made. Okay.
So Clover, if you asked about the scorned by fortune but in cat's eye with storm and stage does your luck lie, Nib does not know that one.
Okay.
He does not know the smoking pipe one, and then the 8x8 wordless one, he also doesn't know what that means.
Okay. It was worth a shot.
But yeah. So we did miss out on the shard to the past, but
yeah.
we can get it again.
Okay.
Shard from the present. Key to the past.
Shard from the present, key to the past.
Yeah.
Thread of the future.
Present, past, future.
Yeah. So now we're going past, hopefully present, future. Okay.
Yeah, next time we run into her, we'll just kill her. Obviously.
It seems like we might have to. If I have to get that key out of her bag, I'm pretty sure that'll kill her out of character.
We can, or we can try and strike another deal. But yeah, we might have to. Fight her.
It's fine. You're used to the violent slaughter of people.
You don't have to kill her. You don't have to kill her. We're just killing her for you because
Ripping
you're the
things
one
out
that
of
needs
people's
something.
bodies is the natural next step for Clover.
Sure,
Ending lives
sure.
is not enough.
Not
She
enough.
needs
I
to
have
relish the gore.
take them apart.
I mean, yeah,
Clover Dark
this
Urge.
Oh no!
Sorry, go
Secretly a
on.
dark urge. Oh no!
ripping that key out might not kill her. It might just take all her emotions away.
Or all her magic.
And look at me, that's fine.
Sounds like payback, to be honest.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He tells you about the key, and he mentioned her making deliveries on a flying rocking horse.
Okay.
Okay. What places does she deliver to?
Oh boy.
Oh,
All over?
well, she, there are children, in her workshop, and they make toys, but they're not pleasant.
Oh my god.
They're
It's like a fucked up Santa Claus.
rather horrifying, and I believe she mentioned delivering the creepiest of her toys to children in other realms and worlds. So I think she wants to just fill their head with nightmares. I can only assume as much. She seemed to enjoy when the children in her workshop suffered.
Well, she shouldn't be giving them toys. She should be giving them bank statements.
I think it would be better if the children there were given their freedom, but
Oh, yeah, that too. Just meant, you know, she was trying to be actually scary.
well, I know the I know better than anyone that the apparitions can be unsettling, but if my cave has been the only safe haven you found thus far, please, you may rest here. I just ask that you don't touch the coin.
Okay.
Have no reason to.
If that's all, I think I should get back to spinning. I don't know when the next guests will come, and I need more thread to make more gifts.
Oh, you need more thread, huh? Tosses all my. I'm just kidding.
No.
More coins in the vial.
You could be so mean to this guy. I'm thinking about the dark urge of the. Well, not even the dark urge, just the evil playthrough against this guy. Just like keeps throwing coin in there, and he's like, "No, stop!"
I mean,
Mixing it all up.
I mean, he's a landlord.
Ju-
So
One must imagine Sisyphus frustrated.
I'll stop throwing coins if you make me more gifts.
oh no.
More gifts, boy. More gifts.
They keep taking advantage.
I will
of his
stop
nature.
paying. I will stop paying you if you give me more stuff.
Oh my god. But yeah, what's the vibe, guys?
I'm putting on
We
my
gotta
shoes.
get to this. Yeah, we gotta get to this river, dog. I don't need to attune to this wand, so Ego's just waving it around. It doesn't say that it can also be used as a spellcasting focus, so Ego's just like,
Push and flick.
yeah,
I
Ego's like testing the swishiness.
I gotta attune to my cloak, so I wouldn't mind.
A little short rest.
Yeah.
A short rest here.
Do you need to attune to the boots of Elvenkind?
Nope.
Are you gonna okay? Are you gonna wear them? Are
They're
you
just-
gonna cover your feet?
Yeah, he said he put them on.
Yeah, I'm putting on these shoes.
No.
Oh man, the
They're
grippers.
His- It's okay- it's okay.
Season
As-
piggies.
As we all know, any big furry, when they put on shoes, they just immediately turn into sandals as their big old toes rip out the front.
No, I'm
I
thinking
hate
like
that
World of
description.
Warcraft when like Tauren put on shoes, they just like rip out the bottoms.
I was literally gonna say if you want
Just rip the soles off.
when you put them on, since magic items like change to accommodate their wearer, if you want them to become like the little like ankle like bracer things, like a
Yeah,
Tauren, it can be like that.
yeah, ankle bracers. Let's go.
I was going to say, if any part of the boots of Elvenkind was where the magic was, it's probably in the sole of the boot. But that's fine.
Hey,
It's fine. It's
I want
fine.
my beams
magic.
to touch the earth.
Yeah, he needs his beans in the earth.
It's
You gotta
sad
plant your
season
beans.
beans.
Listen, I got a different thing to plant for you, Aurum, and it's not a bean.
Oh,
What?
Oh god.
oh, this escalated.
I'll show you my other magic wand,
Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
and you'll see why they call it magic. Anyway, yeah, we'll take a short rest.
Yeah, you can totally take a short rest, do any short resty things that you want to do. Any conversations that y'all want to do, or do you want to get rolling by the river?
That's true. We never really talk. We never really talk with each other about not what we need to do. Does anyone have got a story or anything they want to talk about? How are your horns, antlers?
Oh,
Do they feel better?
Yeah, they feel fine. And I still gotta get used to
Unfortunately,
like
there's.
ducking doors and stuff, but
Thankfully, we haven't encountered a single door since you got them.
yeah, that's great. But I'm like worried. I'm thinking about it too much now.
The vibration in your skull from hitting them on stuff would not be pleasant.
Yeah.
I feel like
Uh-oh.
scratching around the base of them would be feel really good, though.
I feel like a little bit more like magical. I don't know how to explain it.
You did sprout antlers, so I would imagine that you are more magical. Yeah.
I would also imagine
Shame.
that you're more magical. It's not really that great. I'm gonna be honest.
I feel kind of good.
It's if it's the old magic, then it's good. If it's the new magic, then it's bad.
What is
How do I know the difference?
The old magic is natural, and I don't just mean in connection to nature, but I mean in connection to you. These wizards, they think that magic is like math. That it's just about saying the right word and making the right symbol, but they don't understand the feeling behind it. they laugh in the old ways, and that is why they will never truly be powerful. They will always lust for power, but they will never truly achieve it, or it will be their undoing.
Yeah, I just kind of feel everything I do, so I think it's probably the old one and not the new one, because I'm not good at math. So
I would
Then I
prefer
would-
the new. It sounds like I would prefer the new one because the old magic feels kind of just dumb.
I will write that off as you just being your usual self and not hex you for your words.
I mean, it's fine if you do. I don't really care.
Ego clips off one of Don's fingernails in his sleeve and puts it in a jar of vinegar with rusty nails.
Hexing Dawn isn't fun because he literally won't act different.
make him happy all the time. He can't stop smiling. It's perfect.
He's also just resistant to being hexed because he's so mundane. It's where his advantage
He
of
literally-
magical effects comes from.
Yeah, he literally is resistant. I mean, of course, hex just happens to you, but yeah. Oh, if only I knew how to just hex these damn witches from here. But my power grows.
Yeah, I'm sure once you practice the old magic more.
Are you mocking me?
It sounded
No.
kind of like it was mocking it.
No, I'm not mocking you. I don't know enough
It
about
sounds
the
like you're
old
mocking
magic.
me.
I don't know enough about
Why
the
do you
old
keep
magic
saying
to
it like
mock
that? Why do you keep putting that tone on it when you say it?
What tone? I'm just
Keep
saying the old magic.
Yeah, why do you keep saying it? Oh, just it's the old magic.
Maybe that's just how I say it.
Mm-mm.
You can't tell me how I pronounce the old magic.
You're making a joke at my expense. I'm dying.
Okay.
You're
so
making
does everyone.
You're making jokes at a person who's. That's so true.
Wait, what did he say?
But I'm like, he says everyone's dying. Well,
And if you're going to say, I'm going to be the destruction of everything, or whatever,
I am.
it sounds
I'm
to
going
me
to
like,
unwrite reality.
yeah,
I'm gonna
it sounds,
consume the world.
sounds like you're just an average politician. He shrugs.
We're not gonna let anything bad happen to you, Ego.
Yeah.
Victorio Castellanter stubs his toe.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Listen,
And he's like,
Victoria
oh, that's the
Castellanter,
worst thing that's ever happened to me.
he would be so out of his depth with Ego. Ego would be like, oh, you sold
Oh,
your
yeah,
children's
you can't-
souls to the hells? That's boring. I'm eternally cursed.
Ego, and literally nothing that man does works on Ego, because Ego's just weird. You can't be manipulated by a normal person if you're weird. You can only be manipulated by other weird people like your mom.
Yeah.
I will say that Ego, over this short rest, I guess, will draw the pictures
what do
for
they
the new
look like?
spells. So the enlarge reduce is the potions from Bavlorna's cabinet. And then the like little hidden door. But there's only two. And they both say drink me. So it's a little bit of a play on the Alice in Wonderland. And then the one that's not as on because I took Phantasmal Force is there is a dark stage where a puppet that is mostly featureless but wears a witch's hat is being manipulated by puppet strings from a clawed dark hand coming out of the shadows at the top of the picture.
Interesting.
Oh, that's so nice.
I like that.
And that is, I think, that last one is the only picture that doesn't have color. It's all just ink work.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
Guys.
Those are my new spells.
Yeah.
Anything else anybody wants to... Oh, go ahead.
You guys want to know something? This is probably near the end of their short rest.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my thing is here.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Where?
Do you feel a hunger for it?
I feel some type of way.
Maybe
For
we
me,
should.
it felt like I was just really, really hungry.
I mean, I don't know where. I'd assume, like, with the other things that were taken, it'd be with the lady who has it.
I mean, that feeling will at least be able to guide us in the right direction.
Feels weird being close yet far. Oh no. I'm probably gonna act stupid when I get it back. I don't like that.
I mean, I didn't act any increasingly different, right?
Apparently, we don't have
mean-
it back yet, though. Technically.
Yeah, you only
Well, I
got
assume it would be
first step.
the same.
Well,
I
I
assume
have
this will
someone.
just be the same.
I have someone who can, give it back, though.
We should. That should be our focus right now. Then.
It sounds like Nightshade is not always home. If she goes and does the deliveries, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So we could possibly just go in and get our things. That is stealing.
That is definitely stealing.
We could look around. I mean, she has all of those children.
Though, to be fair, I think if I remember... Did he say you don't have to worry about reciprocity here, as in, like, here, the place, or in his cave?
I think he meant in the cave because everything that he gives is part of his punishment.
Yeah.
Imagine
So he's
being
not
that
like giving it
over
expecting
there.
something in return.
Yeah.
So, because the thing is, we need her gone, we need her key, and we need Dawn's thing.
Right.
That is 3 things that we need from her, and I feel like 2 of them she won't want to give. So
Always the power of 3.
we had a weakness with Bavlorna with the Widdershins. We were able to sort of force her hand.
Right.
Unfortunately, the prophecy doesn't give as strong of a weakness for Granny Nightshade. It is just that she forgets the first person she sees. And that is hard to determine who the first is. Is it just the first person she sees that day? Is it the first person she sees in a group? It's hard to say. And it's not a direct weakness to her. So we might need to force her hand. We might need to fight her.
Yeah, it might be useful for setting up a trap of some kind.
True. She forgets the first person she sees. So if we can somehow control that into being one of us, then that person will not stay in her mind.
I mean, we don't need to go straight to her, though. We could explore a little bit and get more information first.
I would
Yes,
like to
there
go
are
to this
things along
rock
the
just
way.
because I'm curious about it, but I'm also really keen. Maybe we just follow Dawn's feeling and try to find that thing.
True. I
Thing
think
that they
that we
lost,
should
I
still
feel.
find... You're right. I think that we should still find the river, not only
Right,
because
okay.
it's going to be important for our survival, but because the river is going to naturally lead us to many places, including
Right.
Loomlurch.
That's true. Okay. It's a good starting point.
Mm-hmm.
You want to head for the river?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we've already been walking for a few miles, so we should probably get a move on.
How would you like to navigate there?
I'm gonna think about. Hold on, I have to ask a question. Is there like a river in the town that we all grew up in? Everyone except for Aurum.
Ooh,
hold
I
on,
think there
let me-
is. I think
I
there
gotta
is.
check.
over the river and through the woods to Ego's house we go.
Where is water deep? And yeah, it's not like right in the town, but there is like a small river like a little bit north of it, and there's the Desarin River that is maybe like a few days kind of like southeast, and that runs like from very far north from like the it's like the Laughing Flow up by Silvery Moon, and that goes all the way down and lets out right near just south of Waterdeep.
All right. So
Like
Don's
if
gonna-
your family went on a little camping trip, you probably went there to the little river.
Yeah, Don is gonna probably then think of going on one of those little camping trips or something down to the river, and having to getting to swim around and make sure his siblings didn't fucking bonk their head on the rocks and drown.
Yeah.
I don't know what the rest of you are gonna do though.
Clover thinks of like summertime when she would like sunbathe on like a rock, like it's like a big flat rock on the riverbed. So she would just like lay on this warm rock and listen to the river flowing underneath her feet and the sound of like the really shallow like water going over the rocks. That's what she's gonna focus on.
And your mom probably splashing you too.
Yeah,
She
because
probably
like
loves
just
to
down
play
from
in
there,
the
there's like an
water.
actual like, you know how like some rivers like they have shallow points and then they have dips and there's like a little swimming area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what she's
Ego
thinking.
thinks about just before we went into the Witchlight Carnival as kids,
Oh.
where two of us were sitting on the bank of a river and two of
That
us
was
were
you.
on the other
that
side.
was that was us.
Yeah.
That was you and me
Yeah.
on one side of the river, and then
Swan
we crossed
River.
it for us all to be together.
We were eating PB and J's at the river.
Yeah. Eating
Yeah.
Sammy's by the river.
PB's by the
Are you
river.
starting to learn that Ego has like one memory? because Ego keeps going back to pretty much that, and like that's kind of it.
God, imagine being a. Never mind.
I don't know why you're being so mean to me particularly.
I'm not being mean to you particularly. I'm just,
Just being a grumpy pants.
when you're in.
He's hangry. He's
When
hangry.
you're-
He's hungry.
When you're in your hut studying the old magic,
You're mocking me.
Angry little man. Oh wait, I took minor illusion. If you were asking if I had it, I do have it now.
Oh, well, we both have it then.
Yeah, that
We
makes
can have
sense.
a little minor illusion fight.
Aw.
We can
No,
have a
fast-
secret handshake where we do a minor illusion that connects to each other.
She goes to cast minor illusion in the minor illusion fight and accidentally casts disintegrate.
Stop!
She casts minor illusion and it's just a corpse.
Yep.
She's like, hey guys, look at
I'm gonna
this
change
minor
this
illusion and
I'm gonna
disembodied
change this
head.
cantrip real quick. I don't want it.
I minor illusion to make it sound like Dawn keeps farting as we walk.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're so mad.
So petty queen.
Stop doing that.
Dawn, that mushroom did not agree with you.
Take prestidigitation.
I make sure that he's got a good couple of squeakers too.
Yeah.
Are you really that mad about the old magic?
Oh gosh, it seems to happen every time you say that. You should probably stop saying it because it's making you fart so much.
Damn, maybe I should take prestidigitation so I can make the smell.
I also have prestidigitation. You know what? Oh,
Oh God!
oh, Dawn.
It smells so bad.
Oh, Dawn.
Oh.
Something about your satyr stomach anatomy just did something horrible to that mushroom. God, did something die? Did something die in your butt?
This is juvenile.
I use my wand of smiles to make me smile.
It's like a smile in that movie Smile, where it's like really big.
That's scary.
What's Aurum thinking about?
Getting hit with the Joker gas. Yeah. Sorry, you have to go to the river. What do you think about?
I think Aurum thinks about like Rip Rattle and Mirror at the river, like getting fish with their hands, but then like Kealan and Aurum just can't because we're not fast enough, and we're just trying to get fish and just having
Two big dudes splashing around.
Just cannonball.
Their fish are too fast.
Yeah, at the very least, you would be able to scare them all downstream. Yeah. You guys do walk for like a few hours, but eventually you do hear like the sound of running water. Can somebody roll me a d8 really quick?
I'll do it again. No one else.
That's a 1.
Okay.
No, that's a 7. Sorry.
A 7?
Yeah, 7.
Oh, 1 would have been cool.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
you're
read it
good.
wrong.
You hear like the gentle burbling sound of like water as you're making your way through the dense forest, and you find yourself kind of like going up on a little bit of an incline, and as you like crest the top of this hill, you're looking down into like this river, and on the banks it seems like there's a little, like, I don't want to call it a road, but like a trail. And there on this trail, you see a big creature. There is this big, hulking, brown, clawed beast that is like hooked up in a yoke with a like very like delicate gold filigree chariot behind it. And I think Clover knows what like a bear looks like. And at first you think it's a bear, but then this creature turns its head and you see these feathers and these big eyes and this beak that is protruding from its face as this creature makes this growling, hooting noise as it kind of like scruffles around. And the chariot that is attached to it, there is nobody in the chariot, but you see this creature standing on this trail by the riverbank.
Does it has a chariot like on it, like attached to it, or is it on its back?
Let me send you a picture into Maps Handouts Pics.
Please.
Yes, please. Oh.
I didn't want to say it when I looked at those like footprints before, but I was like,
Me. My favorite creature ever.
Okay. I'm gonna try and approach.
but no one in the chariot.
Yeah, no, there's nobody in the chariot, and this creature has those like big like bear claws that are almost like hands. And it's like, you know, like scratching around in the dirt and occasionally like hoot hoot.
You know what this is?
What?
This is going to be a thither taxi service.
Oh. Yeah, I want to approach like friendly. I'm gonna try and give like a friendly body language to this creature that I've never seen before. That definitely has a humanoid aspect. There's a chariot.
Be careful. That
It looks so cute.
That is at least partial. Look at the length of those claws.
It's really.
Those are claws meant for tearing people open.
I think we can talk to it.
I'm gonna try and mind link with it and seem like we're friendly.
Its head like twists. I feel like owlbears can twist their head around like
Yeah.
unnaturally.
Oh, for sure.
And it like looks back at all of you.
I'm gonna make myself shown. I'm gonna creep forward like slowly, not to spook it.
It like makes like a little like hooting like chuff at you.
Oh.
And as you approach, you can see that like the chariot is very like dilapidated. Like it's kind of looking a little beat up.
I should have taken speak with animals.
It has these like big dark eyes, and it's just kind of like staring at you as you like emerge.
I'll appear too, so it doesn't think that little cat's a snack.
It like it's looking at both of you.
Do you have a rider? Hello?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Who to you too, man?
Oh, see, I thought... Never mind. I thought when you said no rider and it said who, I thought it was asking who the rider was.
I genuinely thought about dropping Zephyr's Strike for Speak with Animals. I didn't do it. I should have done it. I should have done it.
Can I look around to see if there's like other tracks that might indicate like where a humanoid might have gotten off the chariot?
Yeah. Roll a survival check.
Ooh, I can help with that. Because I'm proficient.
Okay.
$19 plus 2. 21.
Yeah, you get a little bit closer, and as you do, the owlbear definitely is like a little bit spooked and kind of like pulls away a little bit and is like very warily watching you two. But as you look around, you can see the owlbear's tracks. Definitely not the same as the ones that you saw in the forest. They're not as big, and these have 5 claws, not 3.
Okay.
But there is no sign of anybody walking or getting out of this cart. You can see that like the paw prints and like the wheel tracks like kind of like lead off into the forest down this like little trail as if it like has traveled some distance. But it's a big creature. It has this like big ornate harness with this like gold, like there's like some sort of emblem on the front of it. And the chariot's like pretty hefty too. The chariot looks like you could probably fit 2 people in there.
Is there any like writings on it? Like anything that indicates like a name or instructions or personal
On the Are you getting up close to it?
I would like the animal handle this thing to like show that I am no threat. I would like to get closer to this thing. Yeah, I would like to.
You can do that. For Ego and Dawn, what are you all up to? Are you hanging back or are you going up?
I wouldn't hang back if Clover's approaching it. I'm her little stinking shadow. Making sure she doesn't get bit by another animal.
If it tries to bite her, I'm gonna punch it in the chin.
Punch it in the face.
16 plus 2 for animal handling.
Yeah, so as you get like a little bit closer, it's definitely like spooked and it's trying to like move away from you at first in a way that like it's kind of hindered by this chariot and it can't. But you and it starts doing like, I don't know if you've ever seen what bears do when they're feeling aggressive, where they like jump up and down with their front
they do
legs,
the
like, slamming the ground.
Oh,
It starts kind of like it starts doing that at first, but you like speak in like a very calming tone and you like make yourself look unthreatening. and eventually you're able to get close enough to like kind of like pet the owl bear, and she begins to calm, and like her feathers and fur that were like poofed out super big like start to go back down, and she just like relaxes a little bit.
Does it look like this is this contraption on her is hindering her? Do I feel like she would be more comfortable with it off? Like if there's no owner.
I mean, it's not anything that's like necessarily painful. You do see that there is like a little this like gold disc at the front that it has this like engraving of a tree branch that you actually recognize. It's like a juniper branch.
Oh.
Which would lead you to believe her name might be Juniper.
Juniper.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh, hi, Juniper. I'm Clover.
And she's just kind of like looking at you and like maybe like pulling at some of like your clothes with her beak.
Okay, if it seems friendly. No, I really want to. Ego didn't want to say, but I really want to pet it. So I'm gonna pet it.
Yeah, Clover's got it pretty calmed down. Yeah, you can go down and pet it. It has very soft fur and these like big feathers that are like kind of like multicolored shades of like brown and gray and black. And it's big. But she'll let you pet her. She's just there.
I'll ask Luna if she knows if this is a creature we could communicate with, or she could communicate with.
Let me pull up the Tressum stat block and just check really quick.
Yeah, how smart is my girl?
What do they got? I don't really know. This is kind of big, and I don't think I've ever seen something like this before.
Okay.
Does it speak common? I understand common, I just can't speak common with like my mouth because I don't have lips.
Yeah,
I'll try. Talk in our head.
Try talking. I'll try talking in its head.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, but that's a good idea. I'm gonna try and like see if Juniper, do you understand me?
Are there any like intelligence restrictions on your warlock ability?
I think
the awakened mind.
It just needs to understand one language.
It doesn't seem like you're able to connect.
Okay.
It does not seem as though this creature understands language. But since it seems kind of domesticated, it might understand language in the way that like a dog knows like
right,
sit,
like
stay.
sit. Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't like understand language.
Okay. I go back to Luna. It's not as smart as you.
Well, I mean, I doubt like a lot of animals are. I'm kind of special.
You are special.
Let's see. Is there anything else to be learned about the chariot? Anything in the chariot, or any details on that flag like I see in the art on that chariot?
Roll a history check.
History.
Can I get a
It's
sense
covered.
of like...
It's got a boot on the wheel and a bunch of parking tickets. No, I'm kidding.
No.
What were you saying,
no.
Jimmy?
Can I get a sense of like when the cart would have gotten here based on like the freshness of the tracks?
Roll a survival check, and you said you got a 15 ego?
Yeah, 15 history.
Yeah, the flag seems more decorative than anything, but like looking at like the design of this chariot, it's definitely like elven, because there were elves that had visited your mother's hut before, and they would have that like very like naturalistic like swirling, almost like Art Nouveau style like clothing.
Yep.
And craftsmanship. So it seems some kind of elven. As for like investigating things, it's almost like this person just like vanished. Like you don't see any signs beyond the chariot itself, like of somebody here. Like there's no footprints around. There's no like clothes. There's no body or blood. It's like they just up and disappeared.
That's so sad.
Does Juniper react any sort of way if I try to get in the chariot?
No.
I rolled a 18 for the looking at the tracks and stuff.
Yeah, you check out these tracks and it seems like if you follow them back into the woods, like you walk like a pretty good distance away, like you would have to break sight from your friends. Do you do that?
From like right where I'm about to break sight from my friends, do the tracks just seem like they keep going?
Yeah, it seems like they go like further into the forest. Like kind of like the river, like why, like this spot is like a little bit more of a clearing, but like parts of the river are in deep forest, and it seems like the tracks come from deep forest. But it seems like it's been like there's like some leaf litter and like some like little tracks. It kind of seems like it's maybe like been like a day or two.
Okay. I'll call out to everybody that what I find. I'll go back. I don't think splitting up's a good idea. So.
Well, there's no rider. Clover can't seem to speak with it. Unfortunately, Dove was always really good with animals. But the chariot looks elven. If it's a trained animal, it might respond to Elvish. Dawn, you read some Elvish earlier.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
It might know. Well, it might know probably like its name. Maybe, I mean, if it's tied to a chariot, it pulls the chariot, right? So like it would know maybe a command like go. Like what is go in Elvish?
I guess. I mean, it could also take commands in Sylvan based on where we are.
I guess I could try Sylvan. That's fair.
I can see if it reacts if I tell it to, I don't know, sit. Or stand in Elvish. And if not, you know Sylvan. I know Sylvan. Everyone here except for Aurum knows Sylvan.
Yeah. I think Aurum knows Sylvan now.
Do I?
I think you do. Don't you know it from...
Do you get that from your level up? From your subclass?
I don't know.
You not get that? That's crazy, bro.
Is it
goofy.
Fey Wanderer?
Yeah. Dang, you don't?
I'd have to.
No.
It's
been a while since I read Fey Wanderer.
No, I don't.
Yeah, no, you would have had to talk to the Trader of Tongues.
Yeah.
About that. Sorry.
But I like the tongues I have.
I don't know. I'll say some simple commands to it in Elvish and see if it responds at all.
What do you say to it?
I don't know.
And in what order do you say them?
I'm gonna say stand and then sit.
You can see that when you say like these words, like her like little ears definitely perk up. And she's kind of like turning her head and looking back at you. But it seems
definitely
like
recognizes it.
Yeah, she doesn't like react to those words.
Interesting.
It's not the right word though. I mean, it would probably be, I mean, think about what you would say if you had an animal pulling a chariot, right? Like go, stop, or like heal.
Yeah, I suppose. I'll tell it to go.
Okay, Ego, you are almost thrown out of this chariot as this owlbear bounds off down this trail along the riverbank at its like full speed.
Heal! Stop!
And then it stops as it hears the word stop in Elvish.
Okay.
Yeah, you got
It's well
the wind
trained.
knocked out of you a little bit there.
Oh, well, yeah, with my 6 strength, I mean, I could have. Yeah, I'm a piece of paper in the wind.
He'll tell
Okay,
him to come
well-
here. So he comes back.
It starts like kind of backing, like walking backwards. It doesn't really have like the room or dexterity while yoked to be able to like make a loop.
I was
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do I have reins that I can like get it to yeah, I'll take the reins and I'll try and just U-turn her.
Yeah, there's like a little like pommel kind of thing at the front of the chariot with like reins around it, and you can guide her around, and she can loop back. It's definitely a little rough because you're like in the forest, but I would imagine that like elves probably design their chariots for like a little bit of a bumpy road.
Uh-huh.
Like they're in the.
I
they're
mean, if we're
elves.
going with like a Tolkien elf, it's like, and then it just rides on top of all of the rocks and mud, and it never gets dirty, and it's perfect and everything.
I mean, it still gets it's dirt.
You know.
It's a little banged up, but
No, yeah, but like Tolkien elves, literally, they walk on top of snow. Like it's
Yeah.
it's crazy,
don't-
dude.
they don't recognize the roundness of the earth either.
They
The
do
earth
not.
is
They
just
can
flat.
just see. Their eyes just unravel
my
the
God.
earth like a scroll.
Wow.
But yeah.
Should we cut her from the thing?
I mean, I feel like if it's a domesticated animal, it probably isn't going to understand to just be free now. You were following the tracks. They just go into the forest.
Yeah, they go off into the forest for some ways.
I mean, it can't unyoke itself. It's very possible that something happened to the rider a ways back and she just wandered here to get water.
Right.
Because if she was thirsty and she started walking,
Right.
she would naturally come to the river.
Right.
So who knows how far back, if there is a rider, they are. And I would imagine they might not be doing well if their animal left them.
Yeah, it seems like it's been about a day, at least for these.
Yay.
tracks.
Baby.
I mean, I was going to say, I mean, we could make use of it, not to keep, but maybe to find some elves and then return it.
Yeah. Find its partner.
Yeah.
Clapperclaw
Yeah, I
scrambling
mean-
up the harness, and then like sits on the owl bear.
I mean, it'd be cool. I can
I would-
direct it, so.
Yeah, you can direct it. I could make a floating disc, and we could have a little bit of a train.
Little caravan.
Oh my god, it's so cute. Yeah, I feel bad. I don't want it to leave alone.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really.
I mean,
Can't
the-
really
the-
hunt with this thing
itself.
on its back. We gotta feed it.
Right.
the floating discs last for an hour, and I could ritual cast them over and over again and make multiple ones. I've learned, because it doesn't say that it disappears when you make a new one. So if you waited a while and I ritual cast a couple of them, like there would be seats for everybody.
Okay.
You just gotta hold on to that little disc under your butt. Because I don't think we can. This doesn't. I'm guessing it's like a 1 or 2 person chariot from the art.
It's
Like a two-person,
chariot,
yeah.
So
I mean, I
or
could
maybe.
I could probably keep up with it.
Did you see how fast it just went?
Have you seen
And
how
it
fast
hadn't
I
really
can go?
got. I mean, that's fair,
He's like,
but
I'm gonna race it.
are you going to get tired? Do you want to just sit on? I'm sure. I mean, Clover, you and I are small. We could probably scooch in with Dawn.
Yeah.
And then you could ride on a floating disc, which you haven't gotten to do. Or also, we have a horse. Also, Actually,
Yeah. We do have
So-
scope.
I could also.
everyone
just
can
walk
be mounted. You
beside
don't.
it.
I don't
mean,
let you
but-
walk because you're gonna walk off if you forget to have your compass out at all times. So
Not if I have
think-
my compass out, exactly. And I have my compass out when I'm not being held by the rope.
But you know what's easier if you just got on the horse.
You've never ridden a horse, have you?
I've worked with horses, but I've rode one. They are the assistants for carrying things.
You know centaurs.
Yeah, I know centaurs. I haven't rode on a centaur's back either, though.
I was gonna
that's
say,
a
have you
very-
ridden on a
That's a
centaur?
very intimate and personal act to do.
It's kind of gross.
I mean,
I can't. I've never ridden a horse. I just figured it would be best for the small people to sit in the chariot because we don't take up a lot of space. But I could, if you're intent on walking, I could just give Clover the room and ride on stilts.
that's fine. You guys don't think I could walk as fast as this thing can, so fine. I'll just sit on the horse or something.
The horse might be faster than the owl bear.
Could
to
be.
fair, but,
Let's
you know.
test it out. And like maybe like go up the river instead of going into the forest where they'll
Yeah, you can follow the river with the owl bear.
Yeah.
We'll do
Yeah.
You know what? We will start next session with an owl bear versus Stilts the horse.
Oh my
race.
god. Hell
To
yeah.
see-
That sounds pretty good.
to see
I'm
who's
here for
faster. I feel like it's gonna be the horse. But
Yeah, if it's a riding horse, it's 60 feet.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
guessing
60
owl
feet.
bear has 40,
Yeah.
maybe.
yeah, it does.
But the owlbear's also pulling the whole cart. so-
Yeah.
Yeah, the horse will win.
Yeah, the horse is super
But you know
gonna win.
what? Owl bears can jump.
They can. I don't know if you'd want to be in the chariot when that happens.
That'll hurt.
yeah.
I will be figuring out. I'll probably be taking the mismatched leather belt and fastening it around me like a seatbelt and tie myself to the chariot.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah, we can you guys can
Baby
test
secured.
out. Yeah, you can test out Juniper next session. So I'm gonna call it here. But yeah, congratulations on level 4. Good game, everybody.
Yeah, we got a chariot
And an
temporarily.
owl
We
bear.
got an owl bear.
Good luck.
If only Dev could have met her.
I
I bet it's
know.
I hope so.
But it's
I
gonna
hope
be
that
like-
I hope that it actually knows how to speak and it will eventually connect with Clover mentally and say, I also love to kill. I sensed your murderous intent.
I mean, it's an owl bear. You
We
know?
should hunt together. Yeah, they do like to kill.
Yeah. Hey, thank you as always to my lovely players for joining me on this Feywild journey. Thank you to those of you who are watching this wherever you are and whenever you are. Yeah. And you know what I just realized? I know our day off for the month. It's Thanksgiving.
Nice.
You're-
Oh, well, you know
on the
what?
23rd.
That,
That tracks.
What?
well, the next... That is crazy. Forgot. But you know, next time I see you all, I'll be 27 also.
I know, you're gonna be an old man. Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
god.
Yeah, you're fucking.
I'm going to-
old.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
wait, I
go.
have-
I'm gonna go eat an elder cat right before game.
Oh no.
Yeah, I have your birthday in my phone on the 8th. It's in all caps and says Ink's birthday.
No.
Imagine so old.
And then
then I-
old.
Yeah, and then you're coming
And then
up.
I have Jamie's birthday in there too.
Yep, and then
I'll be
our friend.
actually 26 this time.
This
I
time.
Happy no
I also
health care.
have
Well, you have. I
Graph's
think you have work
birthday.
health care, but
I do.
happy no parent health care. I don't think you're on it, but that was a great gift for me. I was told like 2 days later they were like, "You need to go get health care." I was like, "Okay."
Nah, I have my own through work.
Can't
Wait,
wait for
Jamie,
that
how
to
old are you
happen.
gonna be?
26.
Oh my god, I
He's
didn't
gonna be
realize
26,
you're younger
so-
than I didn't realize you're younger than Ink.
I thought I was
Yeah.
26, and then I realized I'm actually 25.
Wow,
because I'm
you're almost like Graph because
Look, we're not gonna talk about that.
I'm not talking about it, but I just want you to know I'm thinking about it.
but I will be 26.
And hey,
Oh,
you know what?
no.
And Dale's birthday's on Saturday. Everybody's got a birthday.
It's birthday month.
Birthday mom.
Yeah, it's
That means you were all conceived
November-
on New Year's.
Scorpio gang.
no, it's February.
No,
It's
it's like 10 months. It's like actually 10 months. So it's either New Year's or Valentine's Day. It's in that range.
Well, yes. I mean, I was going with the.
Nick is like, I
if
know
it's all the-
exactly when I was conceived.
I do. I know what they did that day. Besides the conceiving part, they went bowling.
Okay.
They went
That's
bowling.
gross.
Well, I thought that they. I thought that they turn off the recording. Actually, end the episode. I don't need to air. Hold on, I'll tell you guys later.
All right, hey everybody. Next time you're trying to communicate the day on which you were conceived, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus.
Stop. I forgot we weren't done. Goodbye.
See you next
You don't need to
week.
know my parents'
See you
shit.
next week.